Joined by Mayor Jake Wyndham and one of the owners here, Ms. Jill Thurman. I know the mayor has a few words that he wanted to share with Jill about this new business.
Yeah, I just when I walked into the place, I just thought how amazing it looked. You guys have done such a great job in this building. I really feel like that you're going to do great.
Hi, folks. Welcome in to the Justin Hunter Coaches Show. I'm Greg Flynn. We are live here at Mugshots on Riverwind Drive every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. during the football season. Come on out and hang out with us, talk a little football, and hopefully we'll be talking a lot more wins this season. So we bring in Coach Justin Hunter now. And, Coach, it was what's the best way to call it, a learning experience that we had against Ridgeland?
Yeah, you call it that. A lot of positives, obviously some negatives. And anytime you got a young team, first game of the year, it's going to be like that. But we got a lot to build on, and we were super proud of the way they played. Just as far as effort-wise, they gave great effort for the most part, and we're ready to go again this week, man. Practice has been yesterday was really good. Today not quite as good, but the effort's been there, and that's what we're asking for them right now. Just great effort, great attitudes.
What did you learn the most about your team that you had questions about going into that game?
I learned Original's got some really good players. Learned that, but as far as our team, it just they're fighters. They're tough. Even when they're at the end of the game, they kept playing. It's easy for 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old kids to see that we probably ain't gonna be able to come back from this and just chill out and not play as hard. But I thought they played hard the entire night, and like I said, we're just a young, inexperienced team. We looked out there, and I think we had 5 kids total out of 22 that played any last year on Friday nights. So we're going to do nothing but get better, and they're going to keep fighting. And, man, I'm super proud of them and super proud of the way they responded so far.
The positive thing I picked up from it was that, man, the defense almost pitched a shutout in the second half.
That's right. They played a lot better. I think the first half we were trying to give them a lot of looks. Zai's a great quarterback. You can't just sit in one thing. He'll pick you apart. And we gave him a bunch of different looks, and good for them, but because he realized every look we gave him and, made some great throws and made some great catches. We were the one in the corner of the end zone on Colin Love. He couldn't have played it any better. And the guy just went up and snatched the ball out there, kudos to him for that. But offensively, we got down the red zone 4 times, didn't score. And, looking back, we think that was the story of the game, as far as and obviously getting stopped on the 1 and then the next play, them going 99, that kind of changed that changed everything. Let's just be honest, But, that's a good learning experience for us, though, So.
Unfortunately, it came in an L. Let's roll the highlights, and we'll take a look at how we fared against Ridgeland. The final score was 34-14, but let me tell you something. The first quarter, man, we played awesome football. And we started out, you said that, we are a running team, and Jamari Thompson, he is just running hard here. He's going to take these first 2 plays and really just bull his way up there.
He did. He played really good. Offensive line really blocking their butt off right there. Right there he gets hit for about 2 and ends up getting about 22. He's a big, strong dude now. He's hard to tackle.
But then the shade fade is what we're calling this year.
Yeah, we need a couple more of those, don't we? It's a great throw right there. Jaybird did a good job at the top right there, just getting open. Gave him a little shake and bake and shade through it where only he could catch it. Great
and the
play.
Defense started out great the first couple of drives. There's Malachi and Sir Charles.
Yep, Charles and Meatball in the middle right there played great all night. Malachi with a great play right there. I think Tristan Carpenter right there. If he's a second earlier, he picks that thing off. We've seen him do that several times in practice.
And this is a beautiful punt return by Showtime Shoto.
That's right. Shoto's electric, I think we all know that. Anytime he's got the ball in his hands, he's pretty good at doing something with it.
So that gets us into nice field position, and then we're going to get sort of. Ooh. All right. Well, that's going to start back over.
That's all right. I'll watch Amari run it some more. Good stuff.
Well, let's hopefully it rolls again. Jamari, he finished with how many yards?
Hit 25 carries for 186 yards, a little over 7 yards a carry. It's pretty good night.
Well, especially, for only a junior, that's, pretty darn good. And
that's right.
Really, Shade is developing a nice touch on the football.
He is. That was a great throw, and we just missed on a couple. And, I think most weeks we're not going to miss as close as we did on so many the other night. It was tough just because it was right out of fingertip reach, or we took our eyes off the ball or something like this. Something small like that happened, and I don't think that's going to happen as much going forward.
Well, it was nice to see Tristan Carpenter come back. He had to sit out the scrimmage.
He's a little banged up. He's a great kid, man. He loves football. It's going to be hard to keep him out too long.
Well, and having Jaquavian, man, you just want the ball in his hands, whether it's special teams or offense,
That's
and
right.
that thing's going to lock up.
He's electric.
We're going to have to come back to that. But, Coach, we watched Zion McDonald. We knew he was good coming in, but he reminded me he's almost like a little Lamar Jackson when he started cutting.
Right. He, like I said, he's a Division I quarterback, and he's got a couple of really good ones out wide to throw to, and what people don't even realize is they got another one that's the Division I guy that sit out who got hurt in practice Wednesday. So really they got 3 Division I wide receivers, So Coach Sam Williams doing a great job over there. His staff, they were really, really well prepared, and they just beat us. I don't like to sugarcoat it, but that's just what happened. They lined up and beat us, and we got to learn from it and go forward because we got another tough test this week.
This is really, because you have so many new guys, it's trial by fire because you didn't get spring.
Right.
And you really didn't get a whole lot of great work in here in the early part of the summer just because of COVID. It's kind of like on-the-job training for a lot of these guys.
Yeah, I really think just experience. I think I think every game our kids play, I think we're going to get better and better just because, seriously, last Friday night, that was the first time 17 or 18 out of the 22 played on a Friday night, And I know I keep beating a dead horse,
Sure.
but they've got to play. They've got to play, and it's so many things that we can coach crap at them, but they got to see that happen on Friday night and see it in a situation, and like I said, they'll learn from it. And Coach did a great job Sunday getting in there and seeing what we needed to work on, and we've been working hard at it the last 2 days.
You may not see a passing attack like you saw Friday night.
Lord, I hope not.
For the rest of the season. But at least, I think it was great for your defensive backs to be able to see that, right?
It was. And like I said, man, I thought a couple of those plays, we were in great position, and they just snatched the ball out of the air. Obviously we'd like to play the ball a little better, but, the kid threw it well, and they caught it well, And
But flashes of brilliance, though, for Marcus Mosley.
Yeah, for sure.
For
Marcus
Colin
is a
Love.
great football player, He makes that interception. He was out of position, gets beat across his face, and just fights the ball loose. Be huge play in the ball game, Colin made some great plays down the stretch, Again, he's a senior, but that was his first start on Friday night. So, like I said, I'm just super excited to see him get better week to week, man. I'm telling you, I think we got a great group of kids, and they worked their tails off. Coaches worked their tails off, and really excited to see where we're headed.
All right, before I let you go for this segment, tell me about the players you brought with you tonight. A little bit you could say about them and why you brought them here tonight. Jamari Thompson.
Right,
I think I could figure that one out.
Yeah, brought Jamar here. I thought he played a great football game. He ran the ball hard, did a pretty good job pass pro, and just – I was super proud of him, and not just that, but after the game, he was a super, super positive kid after the game with the kids, just really, really taking on that role of, AIE, or attitude is everything, just his attitude was great. His work ethic's been great, man. He has came a long ways, and we are super, super proud of him. Charles, Junior Stevens, they didn't run the ball inside. I don't know if y'all noticed that or not.
No.
Him and Meatball were a big reason because of that, man. They were stuffing. But they were really dominant up front, and Charles has been great. Clinton and Ridgeland, and he deserved to come just because he's been playing his tail off here lately.
All right, we're going to let you take a break, eat one of those great Mugshots burgers.
Super excited about it.
And we're going to bring Coach Hunter back here in just a few minutes and talk about the Madison Central Jaguars. When we come up next, it will be the players segment. We'll talk to Sir Charles and the T-Train. So stay with us. The Justin Hunter Coaches Show continues right after this.
When pirates need a feast, they sail to Mugshots Grill and Bar. Voted best burger in Mississippi for 13 years in a row, Mugshots proudly serves fresh, never Angus beef. X marks the spot at 2 locations on the map, in Pearl and Riverwind Drive in the movie theater parking lot, and in Flowood on the corner of Airport Road and Lakeland Drive. You can dine in, take out, or order online and pick up curbside. Check out mugshotsgrillandbar.com.
Leave it up to us at Ag Up with the MVP. The powerful John Deere 3030 is priced at a low $22,995 plus 0% financing for 72 months. That's zilch. Zip. 0% for 72 months. Plus, add attachments to get the job done and save 20% off 3. Now is the time to come in to get the job done with the MVP at Mississippi Arkansas Ag. Visit us at any of our 16 locations or online at agup.com.
Hello, I'm State Representative Gene Newman, here to share a message to our young people and parents. There are many pathways to success. For some, it's 4-year college, which is great if you have a chosen profession. But there are so many other opportunities to grow and succeed here in Mississippi. Our community colleges, VOTEC, trade schools, apprenticeship programs, and on-the-job training are all top-notch. Believe it or not, there are more than 7 million good jobs available across the country, and most don't require a 4-year degree. I encourage parents to support their kids that have a love for skilled trades like construction, air conditioning repair, auto technicians, electricians, and so many others. We need a diverse workforce that can thrive even in tough times like pandemics. And remember, no matter what, every day is a great day to be a pirate.
All right, welcome back into Mugshots for the Justin Hunter Coaches Show. Remember, every Tuesday night at 6 p.m., we will be here on Riverwind Drive, so come by, hang out with us, have a little dinner, talk football with the coach and with the players, and we are blessed this week to have a couple of dandies right here. We've got Charles in charge, Mr. Charles Stevens, and Jamari Thompson, who we have called the T-Train for the way you were rolling the other night. You were just choo-choo, get out of the way, man. 186 yards.
Appreciate it.
You know, you had a little bit of playing time last year. Now it's yours. It's your backfield. What's that like for you?
I mean, it's really like, it's different. Like, you know, watching Kenyatta, and he's growing. Like, I don't know. It's just a new role.
Well, you're only a junior, and, man, you were playing like a senior out there. Is it because you had guys that came before you that were good mentors?
Yeah, like Cartier, Davion, you know, the line that we had last year, and the line we got this year, you know, we young, you know, we just got to get them right, you know. So, I mean, it's different, but we're gonna get there.
Now, you were on the offensive side of the ball. You were on the defensive side of the ball and had a front row seat to number 3. Man, he was tough. He was like trying to chase a pig at the state fair.
Yeah, but we just got to move on. Like, if we mess up, we just got to move on, really. Like, we really could do nothing about it. Just, like, go on to the next play. Don't even worry about it, really.
What was it like, you know, preparing for him?
We was just like trying to be serious, be focused, and just get our mind right. And then when we came to play, we just came to play. But we young, like Jamari said, we young. We just trying to learn. We gonna learn. We gonna win. You learn something from a win, but you learn something from a loss too. So you gotta pick up from it.
You know, he was just very talented. You guys did a great job getting pressure on him. It's just he was so elusive. But that's the one plus I take away from it is because you and Meatball in there, Jeremy Jackson, really good pressure up front.
Yep. It's just like we get pressure back there. Like it's gonna be big plays. Sometimes you can't stop it. Sometimes it's gonna happen. Sometimes we can take away the big plays. It's just like how the way we react to it. We can only control what we can control. So it was a good game. It wasn't bad. It wasn't terrible.
No, and it doesn't hurt us because it was just a warm-up game, really, because non-region game means nothing for the playoffs. Jamari, what do you think that the offense going through practice yesterday, what do you think you've been able to learn to get better going into from game 1 into game 2?
Really just, like, our mistakes, like, you know, in practice we watching film, learning how, you know, like, I really don't know, like.
Well, the biggest thing was the offensive line.
Yeah.
It looks like they're okay with run blocking.
Yeah.
Obviously, they were opening up huge holes for you and for Jay Bird, too. He was getting a lot of running yards.
Yeah.
Looks like they really need to work on that pass protection.
Yeah, we do. And, you know, we come and practice every day just trying to get better. Like, I mean, we real young in the front. So I mean, we're gonna get it right. It takes time. So,
But it is very exciting because you guys have so many ball handlers. All you got to do is get that ball into the hands of Shoto, get it into Jaybird's hands, get it into your hands, man, and some magic is going to happen, right?
yes, sir.
Well, we're going into Madison. Charles, I know you're very happy to hear that a man by the name of Holiday is no longer wearing that paw print on his helmet.
Yeah.
You owe them a little something. We played some really good games with them. They're always very intense, and even though they're young this year, you know you're going to get your best.
Yeah, just like you gotta give y'all all every play. You just can't slack off. But it could be a good game. I ain't gonna underestimate them, and hope they don't underestimate us. We just gonna have to be ready, just ready for a fight, basically.
Well, I'm just happy to see you guys playing football.
Yeah,
A couple
me
weeks
too.
ago, I didn't know we were going to be playing
Me
football,
neither.
but
Yeah.
it is awesome to have you guys out there.
Yeah.
That is Charles Stevens. That is Jamari Thompson. That is Charles in charge. That's the T-Train right there. I hope you keep that for you. We did that up in the booth for you, your
Okay.
T-Train.
Yes, sir.
When we come back, we're going to dive into one of the Coach Worrells, but it's the new Coach Worrell.
Lou World.
The new that was sort of old because Jonathan was here once. Now he's back again. You're going to hear from him right after this. Good job, fellas.
When pirates need a
Appreciate it.
feast, they sail to Mugshots Grill and Bar. Voted best burger in Mississippi for 13 years in a row, Mugshots proudly serves fresh, never frozen certified Angus beef. X marks the spot at 2 locations on the map, in Pearl and Riverwind Drive in the movie theater parking lot, and in Flowood on the corner of Airport Road and Lakeland Drive. You can dine in, take out, or order online and pick up curbside. Check out mugshotsgrillandbar.com.
From loans and mobile banking to CDs and checking accounts, River Trust Federal Credit Union has you covered. That's why you owe it to yourself to take advantage of the tremendous opportunity to open a savings and checking account at River Trust Federal Credit Union. River Trust offers lower interest rates on loans and higher interest rates on savings. We can get you started on the road to financial well-being. Let us help you take charge of your financial future today. Log on to our website at rivertrustfcu.com. River Trust Federal Credit Union, improving the financial success of our members.
Come smile with Sky. Sky Family Dental of Pearl provides complete dental care for the entire family. Oral exams, cleanings, dentures, implants. Most insurance is accepted and financing is available. Call now to schedule your appointment. Come smile with Sky.
Thank you for shopping at Mystery Savings Supermarket, where you never know what kind of deal you're going to get. Welcome to Mystery Savings Supermarket. That'll be $9.
But she...
Welcome to Mystery Savings Supermarket, where you never know what kind of deal you're going to get.
You wouldn't put up with this at a supermarket. Don't put up with it when you buy a car.
So come to Roger Stabb Chevrolet.
It's easier here.
All right, welcome back into Mugshots for the Justin Hunter Coaches Show. I'm Greg Flynn. Now we're going to dive into the assistant coaches corner, and we're going to bring in a guy that you will say, man, I've seen him wearing Pearl colors before. It's been a while, but he's back. He is the offensive coordinator, Jonathan Worrell. I don't know, is it the better-looking or the worse-looking brother combination?
I always say he's got all the muscle. I'm a little prettier and maybe a little bit smarter too.
Well, it is awesome to have you back. What was it that made it enticing for you to come back, and where was your last stop?
Yeah, last year I was at East Rankin Academy as the head coach there, and before that I was the head coach for a couple years at Forest High School. I was really happy to be back at Pearl, to be back working with a staff that, man, I know all the guys, feel really good about those guys, working under a guy who I know is going to do the right things every single day, and with a staff that's going to expect the best out of the kids. So to be honest with you, I was excited to get back to 6A ball, excited to get my kids in a school district where I felt really good about them growing up and staying and kind of settling down. As a football coach, sometimes you bounce around a lot. And so I wanted to get to a place that was great with academics, great from the support from the school board and the higher-ups, and then also really good at football too.
It never hurts to have
That's
the last
right.
one there. That's pretty good. Hey, when you guys, now that you're back with your brother Nathaniel, do you automatically, as the offensive coordinator, get the better parking spot?
No, I actually park as far away as I can because everybody on staff's a lot bigger than me. So I think it's best just to park as far as I can and just walk and just avoid controversy with all of them. So.
Had to be a little frustrating in the first game. We knew it was going to be a learning experience for this offensive line. Great running game we had. 100, probably over. Well, we did have over 200 yards rushing, but man, that pass blocking just Shade did not get a whole lot of time.
Yeah, I mean, obviously frustrating anytime you have to learn the lesson the hard way and lose the game. But man, I think for this young team that we have here, maybe it was something that we needed to have happen. Our practice habits and all. We got to learn just how to lock in every single day, and then to play a lot more confidently on Friday nights because of all the work that we've put in. So, like you said, I mean, there's some different plays here or there where maybe a guy busts, maybe we overthrow a ball and all that, and maybe this week locking in's a lot easier for us. I think we've had a great 2 days, and I think it says a lot about our team. Go back up on a Monday holiday after taking a tough loss. I was a little bit worried about that because the places I've been. I think it says a lot about our kids, man. Tough loss on Friday night. Every single one of them shows up on a holiday on Monday, ready to go back to work.
But, they say that the biggest jump you see is from game 1 to game 2. And this was the first time you guys had played a full 4 quarters together, varsity football. You expect to see a big jump this week against Madison?
Yeah, I do, and I think both teams get better, though. I think it's the first time you can really put it on film where it really matters and the kids understand that, so much of your work in the off season is you're putting in work long time before you actually ever get to, draw on that interest to actually pull something out of that account. Now it's every Friday. We're going to work 4 days, and we're going to get paid on Friday. So I think every team's going to get a lot better right now when they can really put it on film and show where your mistakes, your little mistakes, really do mean a lot.
For you, it's got to be like a kid in a candy store, though. All you got to do is get that ball out. You have some unbelievable playmakers in Shoto, in Jaybird. Right. Now we see Jamari is ready to rumble. That's got to be exciting for an offensive coach.
Yeah, that's what I think, just spreading that ball around and getting them all their touches. I think each one of them playing really well without the ball is our biggest focus this week. So when I'm not the one toting the football, am I blocking for my other guy? If I'm supposed to be carrying out a fake, if I'm Shade and I hand the ball off, how well am I carrying out my fake? So just getting all those guys to understand just how they play without the ball affects each other, and that whenever one of them has a good game, that's the best thing for everybody.
Final question for you. You, being the offensive coordinator now, went up top. You were on top of the press box last week with us watching the game. What kind of a different perspective did that give you that'll make you better?
Yeah, I mean, you can see everything, obviously, a lot more level-headed and focused. You kind of can digest things a lot better up there. It's a lot slower of a game up top, not having to manage emotions on the sideline and everything like that. On our offensive staff, it's a staff of really young, fiery guys, so I think it's really important for those guys to be on the sidelines with our kids. And as somebody who's kind of been a coordinator, kind of been a head coach before, just being able to go up top and maybe slow things down a little bit and just see some different things has been really good.
9 times out of 10, Jaybird gets in that end zone on a 4th and 1, doesn't he?
He does, and just some little things here and there, a step here and there, and a block here and there, and we're in, and that game's totally different with that. And so, like I said, 5 or 6 plays on a Friday night mean everything, and that was one of those right there.
Well, Jonathan, it is so great to have you back wearing the navy and gold.
That's right.
As a Pearl Pirate, we are happy to have you back.
Thank you so much.
All right, I see your burger has arrived, so why don't you get on over there and have your dinner.
Thank you, sir.
All right, when we come back, we'll bring Justin Hunter back. We'll get him yeah, he's wiping his face off right now. And we will talk about those Madison Central Jaguars, so stay right there. The Coaches Show continues right after this.
The Exchange is a church that is for Pearl. The Exchange exists to make the love of God visible and tangible to our city. Whether it's gifts and prayers for our teachers and students, acts of service for those in need, family-friendly activities for our city, Thanksgiving meals for families, encouragement for the next generation, or hope when people need it most. The Exchange is for Pearl, and the Exchange is here for you. Find a place to belong, grow, and serve by visiting.
Public service has always had a very special place in my heart, and to be able to do it and be a first responder as a reserve, when you're not getting paid, that's just one of the most selfless acts you can do. I think we all have a responsibility to our towns and our communities.
Well, for me, it's simple. I mean, when you say local, that's what's most important to me. Our citizens inside this county, we all care for each other, and we do everything we can to help everybody out. I am Shane Fletcher with Farm Bureau, and we are the home team.
When pirates need a feast, they sail to Mugshot's Grill and Bar. Voted best burger in Mississippi for 13 years in a row, Mugshots proudly serves fresh, never frozen certified Angus beef. X marks the spot at 2 locations on the map, in Pearl and Riverwind Drive in the movie theater parking lot, and in Flowood on the corner of Airport Road and Lakeland Drive. You can dine in, take out, or order online and pick up curbside. Check out mugshotsgrillandbar.com.
All right, welcome back into Mugshots, the final segment of the Coach Justin Hunter Show. Remember, every Tuesday night we're here at 6 p.m., so you come on out, have dinner with us, and talk a little bit of football. We are going to talk a little bit of Madison Central now, and Coach Hunter joins us once again. And this Jaguar team is led by head coach Anthony Hart. They're 1-0. They beat Northwest Rankin last week, 31-20, and looked awfully good in the process.
They did. Really solid ball team. They always are. Always have great players, and I think they do a really, really, really good job coaching. I think Coach Hart is a class act, just a great guy. I know both the coordinators really well, and both of them do a really, really good job. They're great with kids, and they know a lot of football, and we got our hands cut out for us, no doubt about that. They looked awful good on film, I know that.
Well, the nice thing is you won't have to lose too much sleep because a guy named Holiday is not there.
Man,
I kept
thank
searching
goodness.
the film.
I thought that was him the other night in Ridgeland for a little while, when he was running the ball. But yeah, he's gone. But, man, they got another one that came out of nowhere that looked really good against Northwest Rankin, and they're always great on the offensive line. I know their offensive line coach really well. He's a Scott County guy that was at Scott Central forever, and, man, he coaches the fire out of them guys, and they're tough up front on both sides, no doubt.
Well, let's roll the highlights that we found. Madison Central against Northwest Rankin last week. Again, this was a Jaguar victory, 31-20 in the jungle. And they're going to start off in a big run by number 21, Russ Highfill. Man, they got a good offensive line that opened that hole.
They do, and they rotate a couple of running backs. Got about 3 of them that they really like.
Now their defense was pretty stout, too. This looked like Northwest was going in for a score, but they're going to come up with a pick.
This is Coach's son right here, the defense coordinator's son. You reckon they talk any football at home?
That is Creek Robertson.
Makes a great play. He's a great football player.
All right, so the defense was pretty stout early on, but then this offense just started to get rolling. Big run here by number 2, Duke Arnold.
He's their number 1 running back, but they're also asking him to go over there and play some safety this year. So they are having to give him a little bit of a break and rotate some of them other guys in. And they got a couple of them that can run the football for sure.
But now the Jaguar secondary is suspect. They can actually give up points here. They give up a big touchdown pass.
They do. They got a little aggressive right there. You've seen Northwest Rankin play action on them, though, and they came up to make the tackle. And good play call by Coach Collins over there and had a couple of them running free.
This is that quarterback you're talking about.
He's a load, man.
On the keeper, Tate Collins.
He is.
Number 10 looking awfully
Jimmy
sharp.
Holiday leaves, and that guy's next, It's crazy.
All right, now the defense steps up, and this is going to be number 24, Josiah Perryman, one of the Perryman brothers. Boy,
They are, man. I'll be glad when they graduate. They are 2 good football players, man. Good-looking kids that run well, tackle well, and love football. You can tell by the way they play.
Have you ever seen this on the quick
Man,
kick? Like
this
a
right here
2-yard
was
punt.
nuts.
And then number 24, Jackson Mize, smart enough to pick it up.
Well, you can see the Northwest coaches after he did it, like they're all kind of like, oh, my Lord, and all the coaches are like, come get it, come get it, come get it, because the guy from Madison makes a headsy play, picks that thing up, and takes it down there and set up that score.
Easy score then by Arnold.
Offensive line really mauling.
One more thing, that just to give us some more hope out of the passing game, Northwest will score late to make it 31-20. I'd like to see us doing that. Almost lost the football. I'd love to see us doing that.
Yeah, I like the way that looked.
So from what you learned last Friday night, you still going to stick with the game plan? Still, it was about 50-50 pass run?
We are what we are. We have to rely on our offensive linemen to keep playing like they did. Like I said, for the most part, they played pretty well the other night. There were some critical situations where, we might have missed a block or they sent 2 through 1 gap or something. We got to be able to run the football. When you got a 240-pound running back that's a pretty good football player, we need to get him the ball. We need to do a good job, get the ball to our athletes, the Jay-Bird and Shoto. And then use our height that wide and get those guys the ball a little more with Alex Spires and Jalen Kendrick, And I think with just the week we've had, I think we have a great plan. Don't get me wrong, our hands are full. They are really strong. I mean, that game was 30-6 late in the 4th. The Northwest does score 2 late. It looks a little better, but Madison just watching their film, we sit there Sunday and was like, man, they're the same old Madison, well coached, good players, and I'm glad they're coming to Ray Rogers, but we do have our hands full, but we're excited to get out there and see how much better we've got this week.
Again, it's a home game, but I know tickets are limited, so
They
folks,
are.
you have a great opportunity to watch it on so many different platforms this week. We'll have the pregame show starting at 6:30, kickoff at 7 on any of these places that you may have. Xfinity Channel 20, AT&T Uverse Channel 99, Roku, Fire TV, our YouTube channel, The City of Pearl, Facebook under Pearl Municipal Broadcasting, online, cityofpearl.com, underneath PMB TV, and, of course, if you're old school, you like the radio, 104.5 FM, The Pirate. Justin?
So what he's saying is there's no excuse not to watch the Pearl Pirates on Friday night. That's what he's saying. There's a lot of different avenues. Our people do a great job of out there and promoting our kids, and I'm sure Jamari and Charles and the rest of the Pirates would love for everybody to watch or listen on the radio if that's your thing. We'd love for y'all to join us next week at Mugshots. Like I said last week, you can't beat a Mugshots burger. We'd love to have some of you here to talk football with us and watch the show. We'd sure appreciate the support.
All right, we will talk to you next from Ray Rogers Stadium Friday night at 6:30 for the pregame show. For Coach Justin Hunter, I'm Greg Flynn, and as always, every day is a great day to be a Pirate.
Friday nights mean one thing in Mississippi: high school football. You've got a 50-yard line seat to the 6A powerhouse Pearl Pirates right here on PMB Sports. Now, batten down the hatches and hoist the colors. The Sky Family Dental Pirate Pregame Show starts now. Friday nights mean one thing in Mississippi: high school football. You've got a 50-yard line seat to the 6A powerhouse Pearl Pirates right here on PMB Sports. Now, batten down the hatches and hoist the colors. The Sky Family Dental Pirate Pregame Show starts now.
Well, good evening, Pirate fans, and welcome inside of Ray Rogers Stadium, where tonight the Pearl Pirates will play the home opener against the Madison Central Jaguars. Welcome you to the Sky Family Dental pregame show. I'm Greg Flynn, joined by Bryant May. And, Bryant, we are coming off of a rough open to our season, a 20-point loss last week at Ridgeland.
Yeah, man, they had some guys who could go. And we knew that going in last week. Multiple Division I prospects from a team that will be one of the highest 5A teams throughout this 2021 season. And tonight we step into a 6A contest against a team that's reloading, but they reload with a lot of talent.
And they played awfully well last week. They had a game at home against Northwest Rankin, who we will see as a region opponent, and they handled them pretty easily too.
Yeah, it was really a runaway, about a 31-7 game until late in the contest before Northwest added a couple of late touchdowns to make it a 31-20. Looked a little bit better on paper, but Madison Central handled them very, very well. Anthony Hart, a great coach, been at Madison Central for quite some time now. A team that's always been towards the semifinals. Last year they got knocked out in the first round of the playoffs against Olive Branch. But the good news is there's not a guy named Holiday on the other side. If you guys remember Jimmy Holiday, Jimmy the Jet, over the last couple of years, he has been the nemesis for these Pearl Pirates every time we've gone to Madison or they've come here. No Jimmy Holiday tonight, but the cupboard is still very full for Anthony Hart and the Madison Central Jaguars.
Well, as we take a look at some of the players to watch tonight for these Madison Central Jaguars, we picked out 3 of them for you to keep your eye on tonight. We're going to start on the defensive side of the ball because they played awfully well, and their offense is centered completely around number 2 in Duke Arnold.
Yeah, number 2, Duke Arnold, the running back who he was one of the backups last year. This year, it's all him. Number 2, 5'11", 188. Last week against Northwest Rankin, 22 carries for 103 yards and 2 touchdowns. Also, we'll go ahead and mention the new quarterback who does come in. He was the backup to Jimmy Holiday. Tate Collins won the job. He's a junior, number 10, and just like Jimmy, he's not quite as fast as Jimmy, but he is elusive, and he also scored 2 touchdowns on the ground last week. So all 4 touchdowns against Madison Central came through the rushing attack that the Pirates will have to slow down tonight.
But it's the second level of that defense as we look at that. Dalton Stevens, their senior linebacker, and their Creek Robertson, their senior defensive back. Man, they put on quite a show against the Cougars.
Yeah, 14 tackles apiece last week. Anytime you get into double-digit tackles, you've had yourself a well of a ball game, and both of them had 14 tackles apiece last week. Dalton Stevens, the senior linebacker who'll play at that middle level, 6'2", 195. He also had 2 tackles for a loss and an interception just to round out his week last week. And Creek Robertson, who is the defensive coordinator's son, if I remember that right, 6 foot tall, 180. He had 14 tackles, also had an interception last week, and he was the guy who could have been the quarterback had Tate Collins not won the job. That's how athletic he is.
Well, when Robertson came up, his interception came in the end zone as Northwest was about to score. So it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough.
There will be a tough road tonight, but there's a lot of talent on the Pearl Pirates side of the ball tonight, and Justin Hunter just looking to try to get things clicking now in his second game as the Pearl Pirate head coach.
Well, as we continue here on the Sky Family Dental pregame show, we hope to hear from Coach Hunter, his thoughts as we get ready for tonight's contest. But when we come back, we'll take a look at the Pearl offense, which sputtered just a little bit last week, but they had a great week of practice, and we'll talk about that when we come back. You are watching the Sky Family Dental pregame show on PMB Sports.
Leave it up to us at Ag Up with the MVP. The powerful John Deere 303080 is priced at a low $22,995 plus 0% financing for 72 months. That's zilch. Zip. 0% for 72 months. Plus, add attachments to get the job done and save 20% off 3. Now is the time to come in to get the job done with the MVP at Mississippi Arkansas Ag. Visit us at any of our 16 locations or online at agup.com.
Think of the Pearl Pirates and one word comes to mind: pride. The pride they take in their efforts, the pride our community feels in their achievement. We're all Pirate boosters, and that's especially true at Bank of Yazoo. Proud not only to be a partner in education with Pearl High School, but also to serve the Pearl community with great financial options. So when you're ready to boost your spirits, come feel the pride with the Pirates. And when you're ready to boost your bottom line, come down to Bank of Yazoo. Bank of Yazoo, proud to be your booster for life. Member FDIC.
The Sky Family Dental pregame show as we get set for the home opener of the Pearl Pirates against the Madison Central Jaguars. Bryant, taking a look at the offense this week, we didn't have a whole lot of it last week.
Yeah, we came out strong, and then we lost rhythm throughout the contest last week. Typically, you work your way into rhythm. But at the same time, there's a lot of talent on the offensive side of the ball. And Jonathan Worrell, the new offensive coordinator, along with Justin Hunter, who moved from the offensive coordinator position to the head coach position, a lot of talent, just got to get the ball to them. The hot hand last week was Jamari Thompson, though. We'll take a look at his player card. Jamari Thompson, also named the T-Train, right?
Yes,
sir. Nickname that we've affectionately given to him. Jamari Thompson, the junior, number 1, last week, 23 carries, 186 yards on the ground. Did not find the end zone, but he is a load to bring down, is Jamari, coming in at around 240 pounds.
Well, as the T-Train goes, so will go the Pirates because he is the key coming out of the backfield. And our offensive line did a good job of blocking for him. Hopefully they can open up some holes against this very talented Madison defense. But Another guy that's got to get on track is Jerry Johnson. He's wearing number 4, the old J. Red Patterson number.
That's right.
But J. Red has really got to touch the ball more than he did last week.
Yeah, Jerry Johnson last week, he had 14 official touches. 9 of those were receiving for 38 yards, 5 rushes. He actually lined up first play of scrimmage. He was in the backfield and did that sporadically throughout the night, 52 yards on the ground. He did have the 2 Pearl touchdowns last week, and so that's just how explosive he is. And remember, folks, he's only a junior, already got offers from Mississippi State and Ole Miss. He's a guy that Coach Hunter will put in every imaginable position tonight just so that he can get his hands on the ball.
Well, he's got to have more than 90 yards total, I would imagine, for us to be successful.
He's a guy that you'd love to see getting close to 200 all-purpose total yards, whether you put kick return in there, receiving, rushing, all of those pulled in together. He's just that explosive, and he's got to be a guy that you got to get the ball to. Also, Jaquavian Shoto, who's maybe not listed in our starters tonight, but Jaquavian Shoto, a guy who is explosive. He's small, kind of that jitterbug, but also got speed that is super hard to catch if he gets out in the open field.
All right, as we rotate, we'll give you a look at the rest of the starting lineup tonight, and it's going to be interesting. Shade Foster making officially his second start of his senior year.
That's right. And Shade, a guy, if you missed the broadcast last week that we talked about, he got a lot of playing time in his sophomore year as he was thrust into the quarterback position after 2 guys ahead of him went down. Did a great job as a sophomore being thrown into the fire. Last week played a little bit more of the athlete position all over the field, and this is his year. He's the senior, and he is the leader for Justin Hunter and this Pearl Pirate offense. Last week, a little bit of a rough start, 12 of 29 for Shade, 122 yards. He had a touchdown and a pick, but he will be under center again tonight. The athletes on the outside to go with Jerry Johnson will be Alex Spires, number 8, along with Jalen Kendrick, number 24. Austin Arendt, number 11, is the halfback. He's the guy who opened up a lot of holes for Jamari Thompson last week. And then Javion Alexander moves into the tight end position due to Leo McIntyre moving from tight end to offensive tackle. Big Leo's wearing number 50. To round out the offensive line, Reed Grantham at 55. Hayden Jackson, the man in the middle, wearing 60. Colby Spence at 72. And Connor Flory wearing number 73. And Greg, last week we talked about this young offensive line. And really in the running game, they did a great job of opening up holes for Jamari. Jamari is big enough that he can run through just about anyone. But tonight it will be, can they pass protect for Shade Foster so that we can add on to the rushing attack that we got established last week? We got to have the air attack match what we saw through the rushing attack.
I thought it was fascinating that Coach Hunter had said that, well, of course they're good run blockers. Since they've been playing in the 7th grade together, they've been road graders, and they're very good at that. That's the offense that they're used to running. Now they're having to learn the pass protections, and they said they had a great week of practice, so I'm anxious to see the strides that this young offensive line makes tonight.
And tonight it will be a tall test, as this is not a Ridgeland defense. This is a Madison Central defense, and they come in with some great athletes. Earlier we mentioned Dalton Stevens and Creek Robertson, a linebacker and defensive back, but there's 2 brothers tonight. The Perryman brothers.
Yes, indeed.
The Perryman brothers, who are twins, and they are top-level 6A linebackers. And so tonight, you know that they're going to get a lot of nods from Anthony Hart to come on blitzes to test this young Pearl Pirate offensive line and to try to get in the face of Shade Foster and disrupt this passing game. So look to perhaps see a lot of quick passes, maybe out into the flat, to allow athletes like Alex Spires, Jaquavian Shoto, Jerry Johnson to get the ball in the flat and maybe let them make the play rather than trying to extend with a deep drop.
Oh, that offensive line, buckle down and get ready, boys.
That's right.
We'll find out. All right, when we come back, we will take a look at the defense, which played relatively okay. There was only a couple of big plays last week that was really the difference in the ball game. They, too, have had a great week practice. We'll give you a look at the defense as the Sky Family Dental Show continues here on PMB Sports.
Come smile with Sky. Sky Family Dental of Pearl provides complete dental care for the entire family. Oral exams, cleanings, dentures, implants. Most insurance is accepted, and financing is available. Call now to schedule your appointment. Come smile with Sky.
Life is hard, crazy, and chaotic, but you weren't designed to do life alone. The Exchange is a church family in the heart of Pearl that exists to see people exchange their old life for new life in Christ and live out their purpose. We're a family built on truth, hope, and love that realizes no one is perfect. We're a family you can belong to. Join us for our gathering Sundays at 9:30 or 11 a.m. in person or online. Why live life alone when you can experience the joy of family?
It starts out as one of those things you're going to do one of these days. A new town, a new adventure.
From
Thank you for shopping at Mystery Savings Supermarket, where you never know what kind of deal you're going to get. Welcome to Mystery Savings Supermarket. That'll be $9.
But she...
Welcome to Mystery Savings Supermarket, where you never know what kind of deal you're going to get.
You wouldn't put up with this at a supermarket. Don't put up with it when you buy a car.
So come to Rogers Dab Chevrolet.
It's easier here.
Today's game brought to you by P&B Sports.
Hello, welcome
I'm
back
State
in to the Sky
Representative
Family
Gene
Dental
Newman.
pregame show. I'm Greg Flynn, joined by Bryant May. The Professor Roy Harper is wandering the sidelines, and we'll hopefully catch up with Coach Hunter here before kickoff, which is about 16 minutes away here on this September 11th, so we'll have some pregame festivities to show you. The band is here tonight. It's a home game. They'll be playing from the stands, but at least they're here, and you're going to get the sights and the sounds of the Pearl Pirate Marching Band. But as we turn our attention now to the Pearl defense, again, this is going to be it's a running game. This is the 6A football we're going to be used to. Last week, Ridgeland, little run and shoot kind of stuff, playing Patrick Mahomes last week.
Oh, he's a fan, man.
This week,
He's
we're
smaller
settling
than me.
in, and it's going to be nose to nose to run the football.
Yeah, and if you're going nose to nose with somebody, you like to have a meatball in the middle, don't you?
Yeah, I would. I love meatballs.
Yeah, meatball. Jeremy Jackson, he along with Charles Stevens, the two guys that are clogging up the middle. Jeremy Jackson, 5'11", 275 pounds. He plays a lot bigger than that at that defensive tackle position. Jeremy only a junior. And I love what Justin Hunter told you on the coaches show this week, that Ridgeland did not run the ball up the middle because there was big Charles in charge, Charles Stevens, along with Jeremy Jackson right there clogging up the middle. I wonder if Anthony Hart and Duke Arnold tonight are going to be intimidated by Meatball and Big Charles.
Man, I'll tell you, I don't know about intimidated. If we give you a look at the player card for Jeremy Jackson, as he is affectionately known as Meatball by the team, not by us. He goes that 275-ish.
Yeah.
He just looks like a big teddy bear. He does not look intimidating, at least not when he's standing there holding out the football. He looks really nice, but man, down on that football field, he is a clogger. I mean, he will stop up a sink.
Yep.
And we just hope that he could stop up the middle again tonight against Duke Arnold.
Yeah, Duke Arnold and Tate Collins, the junior quarterback for Madison Central, they will look to run it tonight, and so we'll not only need to clog up the middle, but also to slow down the outsides as well. And let's talk about the secondary for a moment. Some guys who will potentially need to make some tackles, even in the run game tonight. Greg, they had a rough start against a very formidable opponent last week in really all of them's very first ever 6A start at defensive back. Marcus Mosley, he's the leader back there with the most experience. Number 3, Jeff 25 playing defensive back, and then Landon Moore and Colin Love, number 7 and number 19, dropped back in those safety positions. And, Greg, those are guys that last week got really, really tested against some high-level talent in the Ridgeland Titans.
They did, and, they won't be tested quite as bad tonight, but they're going to be doing a lot of run support. Terrence Robinson, one of the defensive backs coach, said that they really learned a lot last week, and that's a nice way to put it.
Yeah, that's a nice way to put it. And that's part of what non-conference play can do. Our linebacking core, Jaquavian Shoto, he is the lightning of that bunch, number 6, an athlete that will play both sides, but Jaquavian is converted over to defense for much of this season to help bring some speed. Then Malachi Porter, he is the leader in the middle of that defense, number 5, along with Tristan Carpenter, number 10. Those guys bring the most experience. Tristan converted from offense over to defense. And then Javius Tucker, number 34, the final linebacker. And then the big men across the front to support Jeremy Jackson, Charles Stevens, Jalen Nickelberry, 26, and Keaton Boykin, 87, will help set the outside against Duke Arnold and this Madison Central attack.
And then we always like to point out the special teams guys. They deserve a little credit, too. Austin Green, 0 for 1 on field goals last week. He's back as our place kicker. He's kind of like our only place kicker, so we need Austin to get on track. Punting tonight, Shade Foster again. kind of picked that up ever since the Smith-Hart days here with the
Yeah.
quarterback turning into the punter. And long snapper Connor McHenry, big number 65. Well, we're approaching that time to play the national anthem. We'll step aside here on the Sky Family Dental pregame show. When we come back, we'll take you down on the field and bring you our national anthem. So stay with us.
From loans and mobile banking to CDs and checking accounts, River Trust Federal Credit Union has you covered. That's why you owe it to yourself to take advantage of the tremendous opportunity to open a savings and checking account at River Trust Federal Credit Union. River Trust offers lower interest rates on loans and higher interest rates on savings. We can get you started on the road to financial well-being. Let us help you take charge of your financial future today. Log on to our website at rivertrustfcu.com. River Trust Federal Credit Union, improving the financial success of our...
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Today's game brought to you by PMB Sports.
Just a little bit different as the band remains in the stands, but the national anthem still sounding great from our Pearl Pirate Band. We're awaiting the introduction of the captains and the ceremonial coin toss as we get a little bit closer to kickoff between the Jaguars of Madison Central and your Pirates here of Pearl. We are still about 9:50 away from kickoff. Brian, one of the things that prior to the national anthem that we did not get to show was the moment of silence that was held, as this is a dark anniversary today of 9/11, those horrific attacks 19 years ago. Cannot believe it was 19 years ago.
Yeah, hard to believe
that took place. But you know, most of these kids, it's like history for them, and it makes me feel really old because, man, that's what we lived.
Yeah, that's what my daughter was saying last night, that a lot of times in school they'll watch the documentaries of 9/11, and she said, obviously we don't celebrate what happened, but it's so intriguing for them. She was not obviously alive in 2001, but for her to get to go back and watch what is a defining moment in American history, and this was a sad day 19 years ago, and we still remember those who gave their lives, whether that was those who were in the Twin Towers or the many, many, many first responders who fought and helped rescue many lives who were saved, and continue to celebrate our first responders throughout this week.
So on a somber night, hopefully we can celebrate what it is to be American, and what's more American than high school football, baby.
Man, on a Friday night, this is where you want to be. And, Greg, I was just looking throughout the stadium here. You know, we called the Jamboree a couple of weeks ago against Clinton, not a full ball game. And at that point, there were only 2 tickets allowed per player and per cheerleader or dance team member. Tonight, we have moved to the 25% capacity rule. And, man, there's a pretty good little crowd that's forming here at Ray Rogers Stadium. The band has spread out into the home stands so that they can socially distance while they play. but a lot more electricity and energy in the stadium tonight. And it's going to be a big one, not a conference, or excuse me, not a district game, should I say, but still a big one as you see how you stack up against one of the big powerhouses in 6A in the Madison Central Jaguars.
Let me see. Is the professor reconnected? Do we have him down there? Hey, Professor. Yes. Great. And how is that atmosphere Bryant was just talking about? As it was kind of very dull last week in Richmond.
Yeah, it was. Tonight it's a lot more energetic. Still some, I guess, a little anxiousness, but you can feel it in the air. I was just talking to Dr. Morgino, and he was talking about how it feels good to be on the sideline tonight.
Well, I think it was a total of 875 that we were going to be allowed to have on our side, and somewhere in the neighborhood of 200 across the way.
Correct.
For Madison. It's just, I know the Pirate fans are very excited to be able to, because this is our community, isn't it, Roy? This is what brings this community together, is Pirate football.
Oh, it is. For as long as I've been here, since 1972, and it's always been Pirate football that's brought us together. Once they made the announcement this afternoon that tickets were available to the students, they started lining up outside in the hallway, and everybody just wanted to try to get in and get back to some normalcy.
Yeah, take my $5, please. The best $5 they've ever spent, right?
That's right. That's right. In fact, I was in the office whenever the secretary told one student, "I can't sell you any more tickets. Send someone else." So.
All right, well, the captains are making their way out there, and in the era of social distancing, we have just one each tonight, and it's going to be number 32, Sir Charles Stevens.
And then for Madison Central, number 9, Dalton Stevens, the 6'2", 185 senior linebacker. And they will not even do fist bumps. They'll just kind of stare at each other and nod across the way. And we will see who will get this ball to kick off the home opener for the Pearl Pirates in the 2021 campaign.
You know, it's funny. In years past, this has always been an offensive game, and here we are sending 2 defensive players out as captains tonight. I think that's a sign of things to come, that this is going to be a 6A slobber knocker.
Again, if you just joined us here on the Sky Family Dental pregame show, Madison Central played Northwest Rankin. Was that at Madison last week or
it was
at Northwest?
Madison.
I can't remember. It was at Madison. And Madison came out and handled business and won 31-20. It was not really that close until Northwest added on a couple of touchdowns late in the game. But Madison Central looked really strong, a team that's still rebuilding. And we'll see who won the toss here and who'll get the ball to kick this one off.
Looks like Madison, I think, won the toss. No, yeah, they won the toss and they'll defer. So that means the Pirates are going to get the ball with their backs to the field house. Moving from south to north, right to left, if you're listening to us on your radio dial. So Charles will make his way back. And the Pirates, it's kind of odd. Once again, in the year of COVID, no Bucky, just to keep the support staff off the field. But nevertheless, the Pirates coming out of the south end zone, they're getting fired up, ready to make their entrance.
I believe we're going to sit around and let Madison Central make it all the way down to their end first. They're making the trek from the visitor locker room all the way down the field.
Look, Will.
It's always a back and forth, right?
Here you go. I'll get you 2, man.
Do you go last on your home turf?
Well, it's Madison just taking their time. They're just.
Yeah, there is no hurry in them. The game clock still sits at 12 minutes, ready to go.
Well, I think we're kind of ahead of schedule tonight. These guys are so raring to go and shortening up pregame, and it's not your usual. Our Pirates there have they were getting fired up just a little bit too early.
They slowed it down just a little bit.
Now they realize they got to wait, and they're like, "All right, fellas, we got to do this again."
I think as we look at the keys to the game tonight for the Pirates as they get the ball to start the game, it's going to be bringing that balanced attack. Where last week we had easily over 200 yards on the ground between Jerry Johnson along with Jamari Thompson. This week we got to complement that with a passing attack. Last week only 122 yards through the air. And so tonight we want to see big numbers for guys like Alex Spires, Jalen Kendrick, Jerry Johnson, Jaquavian Shoto. All of those guys will be coming out of the backfield, potentially receiving the ball as well, running backs out in the flat. Got to get some time for Shade Foster and let him put the ball in the air.
Here come the Pirates. They're rocking themselves, usually rocking inside of Bucky down there in the south end zone, but they are rocking back and forth. And I would be remiss. I just got a text from the athletic director, Richard Smithhart, not here tonight as he's recovering from COVID. And we wish him well and want him to come back. But, man, he is getting to watch this on the Pirate Network. So there you go, Richard. Root hard from home. That's going to do it for the pregame show. We'll be back with kickoff right after this.
Are you ready?
Welcome into Ray Rogers Stadium, Pirate fans, as we are about set for kickoff between Pearl and the Madison Central Jaguars. I'm Greg Flynn, joined by Bryant May down on the field, the professor, Roy Harper, our statisticians helping us out tonight, Mr. Matthew Stevens in the trailer, and Mr. Brian Rester doing the spotting with us here up top. Brian, I think we are in for a good 6A football game tonight.
It is going to be a battle of the trenches tonight. Both teams put up a dominating rushing attack. Pearl last week in a loss to Ridgeland. Madison Central last week in a win over the Northwest Rankin Cougars. And tonight we'll see who battles better here at Ray Rogers Stadium in the home opener for your Pirates.
So the Georgia Blue kickoff is away, and Jerry Johnson will backpedal and catch it in the end zone by a step. So they'll bring that out as a touchback to the 20-yard line, and that's where the Pirate offense will set up shop.
Take a look at your Pirate starters tonight on the offensive side of things. Shade Foster, the senior, number 12, will be the man under center, or perhaps in the pistol formation a good bit tonight. Wideouts for your Pirates will be Jerry Johnson, the junior, Alex Spires, Jalen Kendrick. Halfback will be Austin Arendt. Tight end, Javion Alexander, number 15, and the big men across the front, opening up some holes and doing some protecting of Shade Foster tonight. Leo McIntyre, Reed Grantham, Hayden Jackson, Colby Spence, and number 73, Connor Ford.
Boy, we are starting out 5 wide, an empty backfield. Nothing but speed at the wide receiver position. Now coming in motion is Jay Bird. Quick throw out to him. See if he can get some blocking from his other wide receivers. He cannot. And it looks like he will lose a few yards back to the 16-yard line. Loss of 4.
One of those plays where you're just trying to do everything you can to get it in the hands of your playmakers, but that pass out in the flat, almost a backwards pass. But that depends on the wide receivers doing blocking. And number 6 for Madison Central, that's B.J. Washington, came up and blew up the block that was in front of him and able to push Jerry Johnson out for a loss of about 4.
So now Jamari Thompson in at running back. We go to the big set now with the tight end and the H-back. Give it to Jamari, trying the right side, puts his shoulder down. He'll cross the 20 to the 21. So for a gain of 5, we'll bring up a third down, a Pearl Pool third down and 9.
You see there on the River Trust replay as number 24, that's Jackson Mize, meet Jamari Thompson as he ran right over the top of him, but Mize got just enough of the lower half of Thompson that he was able to upend him after only a 4-yard gain, and it will be 3rd and long for Shade Foster in the offense.
4 wide receivers, 3 to the top. The lone receiver here on the near side is Alex Spires. Shade looking to his right. He's pressured. He's going to throw quick and could not bring it down low enough for Cody Arms. And that falls incomplete, and the Pirates go 3 and out.
Yeah, not exactly the way that you wanted to start, but you see there number 24, Jackson Mize, the guy who made the tackle on the play before against Jamari Thompson. He did not get to Shade Foster, but he got into the backfield and perhaps disrupted the feet and the rhythm of Shade, and he sailed that one over Cody Arms, the intended receiver, and after 3 and out, Shade's going to have to drop back and boom this one away, and Madison Central likely going to end up with great field position.
Jaguars, Washington and Robertson back deep. And this will be fair catch made after a great punt by Shade at the 39-yard line by Washington.
41-yard boot off the right foot of Shade Foster, and not bad for a guy who just played quarterback and dealt with the stress of that for 3 plays. Drops back and booms a 41-yarder. So Madison Central will start at their own 39-yard line, led out by their leader, Tate Collins, the 6'3", 190 junior, who will play quarterback and fill in the big shoes of Jimmy Holiday, who has departed and will be a Tennessee Volunteer.
Right behind him is Duke Arnold. We'll hear him a lot. Here comes Duke to the right side. He's got some good blocking. He's going to cross the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Duke Arnold, a hard runner, not nowhere as big as Jamari Thompson, but he will run hard, and Colin Love found out about that right here. Colin came up and unable to wrap him up, and watch Duke, boom, just right there, bowled right over Colin. Colin able to hold on enough to pull down Duke after a 6-yard gain.
2nd down and 3. As Collins will look over to get his play. Like Madison moved early, but no stoppage. And that's going to be a gain of just 1.
Yeah, good tackle that time by Malachi Porter, able to get in there and wrap up Duke Arnold. Malachi Porter, the leader there in the middle of the Pearl Pirate defense. Greg, also to note, Jerry Johnson, number 4, who has played defense before. He is in at that cornerback position here on the near side at the bottom of your screen. That time he was coming on a blitz, unable to get it as they ran the ball. Athleticism on the field against this Madison Central offense.
Looks like they have Nickelberry in a down position. They stack up the line. They're going to force him to go outside. And first contact, he would have been stopped, but he will reach midfield. And Collins is going to make a first down.
Yeah, great pursuit by Landon Moore. As you see it here on the River Trust replay, it was all a Tate Collins keeper there to the left, and Landon Moore came up, and great tackle. He put his head down, but Tate Collins' second effort, able to push it a yard and a half past the line to gain, and it will be the first down of the game, and it will go to the Madison Central Jaguars sitting dead at midfield.
So running a modified, it's like a 4-2 actually. Doesn't it look like that? But Shoto just dropping back. Now he's going to creep up to the line. Show blitz. Here he comes. He's picked up out of the backfield. Collins going to keep it himself, but take a very large lick right there by Jerry Johnson.
Yeah, you called it, Greg. That was a Jaquavian Shoto blitz, and you see right there, number 2, Duke Arnold, a great job picking up the blitz, and I'm not sure that Tate Collins was ever intended to pass that ball, and maybe he wishes he would have. He did pick up 5, but he took a pretty good lick from Jerry Johnson, who, again, is in there playing defense. We did not see Jay Bird on defense at all last week against Ridgeland, but perhaps after getting 34 points put up against you, we got to make some changes.
Now on 2nd and 5, there's pressure. Pirates got him on the run, and it just flings it, and that ball was nearly caught. That was Brett Favre-like right there. Thankfully, it falls incomplete.
Wow. Tate Collins with a little artistry there. Could have been dangerous, but I guess he took a calculated risk as he was being pursued by number 26. That's Jalen Nickelberry. He saw Jerry Johnson coming up, so he just flicked it up in the air. And Tyler Austin, the senior wide receiver, almost able to pull that one down, but instead it'll set up 3rd and 5.
So a Pearl Pool 3rd down and 5. And we're going to get whistles.
I believe we may get a Madison Central timeout. Anthony Hart did not like what he saw in that formation, and it will be a Jaguar timeout.
So we have a Trustmark timeout. We will take it with them. No score here in the first quarter between the Pirates and the Jags.
Hello, I'm State Representative Gene Newman, here to share a message to our young people and parents. There are many pathways to success. For some, it's 4-year college, which is great if you have a chosen profession. But there are so many other opportunities to grow and succeed here in Mississippi. Our community colleges, VOTEC, trade schools, apprenticeship programs, and on-the-job training are all top-notch. Believe it or not, there are more than 7 million good jobs available across the country, and most don't require a 4-year degree. I encourage parents to support their kids that have a love for skilled trades like construction, air conditioning repair, auto technicians, electricians, and so many others. We need a diverse workforce that can thrive even in tough times like pandemics. And remember, no matter what, every day is a great day to be a Pirate.
Collins will fake the handoff, roll. He throws over the middle behind his intended receiver, and that's going to get the Pirate defense off the field.
Isaiah Spencer, the intended receiver, but Tate Collins trying to roll to his left and throw back to the right, and that's a difficult throw for any quarterback to make. And the Pirates with a big stop after the Jaguars had great field position, started at their own 39-yard line. They gave up 1 first down, but it looks like, Greg, they may keep the offense on the field here. Anthony Hart showing a lot of faith in his defense, and it looks like they may try to take the risk here at 4th and 5, or either
don't jump.
Do they try to get the Pirates to jump? We'll see. Last week, Ridgeland did the same thing, tried to get the Pirates to jump, and then just took the delay of game penalty. Or Tate Collins with a boot kick.
Oh, he tried to. He had to hold it up because the line had good penetration, but that's going to fall in the end zone and will come back out as a touchback.
Good job by the Pirates kind of getting reset there after they kind of got a wild card handed to them.
Roy, so they're kind of on serve right now.
Yeah, just kind of like filling each other out, seems like. They just kind of sparring right now.
So our offense will get a second opportunity. We went 3 and out the first time. Madison was able to move the chains one time.
Really kind of shot ourselves in the foot on that first offensive possession, going backwards on first down, and you set yourselves up with a 2nd and 15, and you were playing from behind that whole drive. Let's see if we can get some positive momentum here on first down.
We have somebody moved. I don't know. That's
Jamari kind of started leaning a little too soon.
That'll back the Pirates up 5 yards on the Havard Realty penalty. Real estate going the wrong way right there. No, first down and 15 now. Shadle, quick throw. Oh, tried to get into the hands of Jay Bird, but right through. Incomplete.
Yeah, Jay Bird trying to run the crossing route, and Shade.
It's a good throw.
Oh, man. Yeah. He put it right on the hands, and I wonder if either Jay Bird saw number 2 Duke Arnold coming across the middle, or maybe he saw a whole lot of green in front of him, but either way, he did not watch it through, and that one is all on Jerry Johnson.
2nd down and 15 for the Pirates from their own 15. You know, Jay Bird had the little dropsies last week. He dropped that big touchdown, what would have been a touchdown on a post pattern. There he was going to have a lot of room to run again. This time Jamari's going to get it. Finds a big hole on the right side. Just plowing over Jaguars out to the 27.
That's the Jamari Thompson of last week, and that's the one that you want to see if your coach Justin Hunter. Want to give credit where credit is due. Number 60, Hayden Jackson, the junior. Watch him roll around from his right guard spot, and boom, he took out 2 Jaguars right there at the middle of the line of scrimmage and opened up the hole for Jamari Thompson. Big run.
So the Pearl Pool 3rd down and short. Here comes Jamari. This time he's going to be hit in the backfield, and they've got him. He's going to lose yardage back to the 25. And that will more than likely bring out the punting team.
That one went the wrong way when Dalton Stevens, number 9, the linebacker, who's lined up on the line of scrimmage, got right there at the feet of Jamari Thompson and slowed him down just enough for the rest of the Jaguar defense to come up and clean that one up. And, Greg, after getting that one to 3rd and manageable, we really needed a first down. Unable to convert.
Well, Washington and Robertson standing on their own 45. Low snap, but Shade gets it away. Good spiraling kick. It's going to be taken by Robertson at the 45. He crosses midfield, and he will get to the Pirate 48-yard line. Good punt by Shade.
30-yard punt that time by Shade. Not quite as good as his first effort, but had to pick that one up off the turf from the Connor McHenry low snap. Also felt some pressure. Then a 6-yard return from Creek Robertson after he fielded it at the Jaguar 45-yard line, took it across to the 49 of the Pirates. And, Greg, Defense going to have to bow up yet again as the Jaguars with great starting field position on their second drive.
Yeah, they're actually going to push him back to the Pirate 49. So they're standing right on the Pirate face. There goes Arnold up the middle.
Actually, that time was the second string running back, number 21, Ross Highfield. He's a 6 foot, 186 pound junior in there filling in.
That's
for
probably
Duke Arnold.
why, because they used Arnold in the secondary on that last possession.
Yep.
So it'll bring up second down and looks like 7. Collins, he's going to throw this time. Throws out to his right. Has his man. Blake Gunter.
Pretty good looking pass there to Blake Gunter. He's a standout tight end at 6'4", 225. Only a junior. Already has offers from 3 Division I schools. And I believe, Greg, this is going to be our 6-minute hydration timeout.
So a Trustmark timeout. We'll take a quick one with them. You're watching Pirate Football on PMB Sports.
When you're ready to make a move in Pirate Country, contact Penny Pitts with Havard Real Estate Group in Pearl. Penny is a multi-million-dollar producer and loves to help her clients find the home of their dreams. If you are a first-time home buyer or ready to upsize or downsize, she is the agent for you. Penny is a Pearl High School graduate and an avid supporter of Pirate athletics. Make your move with the home team. That's Penny Pitts, Havard Real Estate Group.
When Pirates need a feast, they sail to Mugshot's Grill and Bar. Voted best burger in Mississippi for 13 years in a row, Mugshot's proudly serves fresh, never frozen certified Angus beef. X marks the spot at 2 locations on the map, in Pearl and Riverwind Drive in the movie theater parking lot, and in Flowood on the corner of Airport Road and Lakeland Drive. You can dine in, take out, or order online and pick up curbside. Check out mugshotsgrillandbar.com. Today's game brought to you by PMB Sports.
1st and 10 from the Pirate 34. Collins is going to throw the screen pass to Robertson. And that's going to be very successful. That's to Gunter again, I'm sorry. Yep. Inside the 20, and that's going to go to the 16-yard line.
Blake Gunter, he's a tight end, but he can run. He's a big dude, and he's caught back-to-back passes. And last week, Tate Collins was only 2 of 7 against Northwest Rankin. He's now completed 2 passes on the last 2 plays, both to Blake Gunter. Jaguars in the red zone.
1st and 10 from the Pirate 16. Oh, and a great play in the backfield by Showtime. Shoto coming up with the stick on Ross Highfield.
Jaquavian Shoto bringing the lightning along with a little bit of thunder. Highfield tried to jump over Shoto, it looked like, and Shoto got enough of the lower half of Highfield that I think Highfield's regretting that decision. Ross Highfield, a guy who only had 2 carries last week against Northwest Rankin, but those netted 40 yards. So he's got some explosiveness backing up Duke Arnold.
So a 2nd down and 14 now after the loss of 4. Collins going to roll out. Pirates were there. He cuts back inside, and he's going to fall inside the 15 to the 11.
Javius Tucker doing a good job of pulling in Collins, or otherwise he would have been in the end zone. And you can see the elusiveness of Tate Collins. It looks like he's rolling out to pass, but they certainly look like design runs, or either Tate Collins is seeing his first read, and if his first read is covered, he's gone. But he is pulling it down really quickly and showing the speed that he has as this leader.
Pirates got really good push there. It was just a great cutback by the quarterback. So Arnold back in the backfield. Now Collins is going to roll out. Look at Jeremy Jackson, the big fella, trying to run down the line. Collins is going to be taken down at the 5. Looks like it's going to be a 1st and goal now, as it is enough.
Yep, he does make it across the line. I believe that's Nickelberry in there, number 26, finally able to bring down Tate Collins. But the Jaguars knocking on the door, going to need the Pirate defense to bow up right here.
Arnold off to the right of Collins. Give it to Arnold. He's wrapped up and dropped immediately as Malachi and Meatball combine for a big stop.
Great job by the leaders of this defense. Malachi Porter, the leader of the second level. Jeremy Jackson, one of the leaders there of that front line. And both of those guys got incredible penetration, and Duke Arnold did not have a chance with those guys wrapping him up in the backfield.
So push him back to the 9. Second and goal from the 9. Collins looking, throwing deep into the end zone. Too far.
Pass intended for Gunter, who has already caught 2 passes on this drive, and I believe it was Colin Love in there on coverage coming over from his safety position, chasing down the tight end. And great job by Love running him all the way to the corner of the end zone and take Collins just a couple of yards too far in front of Blake Gunter. And, Greg, this is a huge Pearl Pool third down. Would love to hold them to a field goal here in this nothing contest with 2:50 remaining in the first quarter.
So some confusion for the Jags about personnel. 4 on the play clock. Collins gets it off. He's rolling out, looking. Oh, it's blown up. Now he's just trying to make something out of nothing. He'll fling it to the end zone, and standing all alone, is that Robertson?
Number 4, Creek Robertson.
And a touchdown.
And
Roy, that just looked like a fire drill.
It did. Everybody was converging on the quarterback and kind of forgot about the receivers cutting across the end zone.
So they did a nice job of blowing the play up, but you got to remember, stick with your assignments.
And I think that's what happened. Everybody ran towards Tate Collins in the backfield, and everybody forgot about Creek Robertson.
So the extra point is up, and it is good. And with that, Madison Central takes a 7-0 lead with 2:40 to play here in the first quarter.
The Pearl Pool is a proud sponsor of Pirate football. Located in the heart of the city, 3500 Dawn Drive, the Pearl Pool offers everyone a safe, convenient place to swim and host parties. Affordable memberships are available, and walk-ups are always welcome. It's also a great place for Pirates to take swimming lessons before they hit the high seas. And when the temperature heats up, make plans to cool off at the Pearl Pool. Today's game brought to you by PMB Sports. When Pirates need a feed.
We're going to have a Georgia Blue kickoff following the Jaguar touchdown. As Big Blue, they're called Big Blue, but they wear all orange. I don't understand that.
Blue is a complementary color.
It's something. This kick will be taken by Jaybird at the 9. Crosses the 20. Give him a little room. Beat that last man. Can he beat the kicker?
He's gone.
30, 20, 10. Jaybird touchdown.
And that is the electricity that Jerry Johnson breathes to the football field every time he touches it. 91 yards to the house. And just like that, it's a 7-6 contest thanks to the fireworks of the legs of Jerry Jaybird Johnson.
The entire Pirate bench made it all the way down the field. We're almost running stride for stride with him. And, Roy, it just erupted.
Oh, man, this is Friday night football in Pearl, Mississippi. This is what it's about. The crowd excited, the players excited, just everyone doing their job.
Jaybird raising the roof with the Raisin Cane touchdown. And Austin Green adds the extra point. And just like that, in a blink of an eye, we're tied at 7.
At Raisin Cane's, we are committed to safely serving you and your family the best tasting and highest quality chicken finger meals. This is very personal to me. I know how important it is to have a trusted, safe, and clean place to feed you and your loved ones. We will always go above and beyond all CDC guidelines, local government requirements, and industry standards. This is our promise to you. Cane's is open, and we're here to serve you our hot, fresh chicken finger meals and drinks through drive-thru. Go to RaisinCanes.com for details or call your local Cane's.
Today's game brought to you by PMB Sports.
Well, Jaybird's pretty fast, and we are tied just that fast as Austin Green has the Georgia Blue kickoff teed up and ready to go. Well, that woke the Pirate fans up, I'll tell you that. The 875 that we have on this side. There's the kick, and it is going to wobble and make it into the end zone for
Perfect.
a touchback. You got to hold your breath so it doesn't go out of bounds.
That's exactly what you're looking for. If you're Justin Hunter, you want to get that thing on the ground, let it squib right in the corner of the end zone. Here's the River Trust replay of Jerry Johnson's touchdown on a 91-yard kickoff return, and you see he had one man to beat, and good gracious, he made number 18, Vic Sutton, look foolish.
Yeah, the kicker doesn't count.
One jab step. I don't know that was the kicker. That was one of the guys
that was after.
Oh, yeah, after that. Yeah, he didn't have a chance. And, man, the Pirates sideline erupted, and everybody hugging on Jaybird Johnson. And just like that, it had been 0-0 until 8 minutes into the quarter. MC scores a touchdown, and on the corresponding kickoff, Pirates tie it back up, and here we are with another tied contest. And, Greg, for the first time tonight, Madison Central going to have to go the length of the field on offense.
Collins will hand the ball off to Arnold, and he's going to be taken down for just a 2-yard gain.
Malachi Porter, Keaton Boykin, both in there on the big tackle. And you'd love to grab some momentum off of that big kickoff return and convert it here on defense to a 3-and-out.
For anybody that's concerned at home, for everybody hugging on Jaybird, they have more hand sanitizer down on that sideline than you know what to do with. So it's all good. 2nd down and 8 for the Jags. Collins faked the quick throw. Now he throws out and incomplete. That didn't look like they were on the same page.
Yeah, pass intended for Tyler Austin out in the flat in coverage. Greg, Micah Morris, the junior cornerback, first time we've called his name, I believe perhaps the last couple of weeks. That's a spot that Jerry Johnson was playing on the first 2 Madison Central Jaguar drives, but you have to imagine Jerry has to be a little bit winded, and so Micah Morris getting the nod on this series here at the near side cornerback position.
So we have a Pearl Pool, 3rd and long. Make it 3rd and 8. Collins looking left. There comes Meatball. Flushes him out, and, man, that's the trouble. Look at Collins' run. Crossing midfield. They're going to mark him down at the Pirate 45. Great penetration by Jeremy, but linebacker cleared out as well.
Yeah, Jeremy Jackson came up the middle there, and he was the only man who even got close to grabbing Tate Collins, and Tate Collins shows you his speed 35 yards later. Not only has he picked up a first down, but now Madison Central in Pirate territory, and you'd love to have that one back.
That's disheartening. It kind of cleared our linebackers out. So 1st down from the 45 of the Pirates. There's Duke coming to the right side. He's going to get inside the 40 to the 39.
They still yet to run the ball up the middle, just like Justin Hunter said Ridgeland was a little timid to do last week with Charles Stevens and Jeremy Jackson sitting there in the middle of that Pirate defense. They've really been testing the edges other than after Tate has dropped back. And we've cleared the middle like happened 2 plays ago.
There's a handoff going left. Flag comes in. A Havard Realty penalty. I'm sure that is for a hold. That's exactly where in that neighborhood it was thrown.
That time it was Jackson Mize in the running back position. First carry for him tonight, but that's going to be negated.
I can tell you right now, somebody was holding Jeremy Jackson.
They will back the ball up.
Shot block.
We'll take that one even more.
They missed the holding call on Jeremy.
So that'll back it up 10 yards.
But we have no Charles Stevens out there right now. Looks like Tommy Johnson in at the other tackle position.
Charles appears to be okay. He's over here on the near side tying his shoe. Justin Hunter just tapped him on the helmet. Maybe just getting a breather.
So 2nd down and 14. And that will do it for the first quarter. An entertaining first quarter. really in 2 plays. It's what we've had so far tonight. We are tied at 7 here from Ray Rogers Stadium. Second quarter action after this.
Public service has always had a very special place in my heart, and to be able to do it and be a first responder as a reserve, when you're not getting paid, that's just one of the most selfless acts you can do. I think we all have a responsibility to our towns and our communities.
Well, for me, it's simple. I mean, when you say local, that's what's most important to me. Our citizens inside this county, we all care for each other, and we do everything we can to help everybody out. I am Shane Fletcher with Farm Bureau, and we are the home team.
Life is hard, crazy, and chaotic, but you weren't designed to do life alone. The Exchange is a church family in the heart of Pearl that exists to see people exchange their old life for new life in Christ and live out their purpose. We're a family built on truth, hope, and love that realizes no one is perfect. We're a family you can belong to. Join us for our gathering Sundays at 9:30 or 11 a.m. in person or online. Why live life alone when you can experience the joy of family?
Today's game brought to you by PMB Sports.
2nd and 14. That ball falls incomplete on a post pattern, thankfully. So it's going to bring up a Pearl Pool, 3rd down and long.
B.J. Washington, the man who was running deep, and running with him was number 23, Micah Morris, who is replaced by Jerry Johnson for this big 3rd down play. And that one just about a yard and a half too far for B.J. Washington to come down with what would have been a huge catch. A couple other scores happening around Region 3-6A. Northwest Rankin leads the Clinton Arrows 14-0 at the end of the first. Petal Panthers lead Laurel 14-0 at the end of the first there.
That ain't good.
And Brandon has traveled over to Warren Central tonight, and they are scoreless at the end of one. Oak Grove leads Hattiesburg, 21-7.
3rd and 14, Collins steps up. A lot of room to run. And, man, there's a lot of room to run. He's taken down inside the 10. They're doing a good job of, they just clear out the middle. The pursuit pretty good. But then nobody's home.
You're exactly right. As you see, Charles Stevens and Jeremy Jackson, the whole defensive line was in the backfield, and no one is playing spy, at least not doing a good job of it, on Tate Collins, and he is taking off, just gashing the Pirate defense. 35 yards earlier, 41 yards on that run, and I know his name's not Holiday, Greg, but he's running a lot like a Jimmy Holiday.
Very talented. Pirate defense going to have to stay at home with their assignments. Here he comes to the left side. This time they're going to wrap him up.
Colin Love, the guy that time who did make contact with Tate Collins and able to hold on and keep him tied down. Tate Collins tonight has had an incredible night already on the ground, trying to get some numbers through first quarter. Rushing so far, Tate Collins with 55 yards, and that was before his 41-yarder, 55 yards in the first quarter. So Tate Collins already at 96 yards on the ground. Duke Arnold, 6 carries for 17. So this Madison Central rushing attack has been very productive, especially from the quarterback position.
2nd and goal from the 8. Collins going to roll out. He's going to throw over there to Gunter, his tight end, who spins, and he's going to get in for a touchdown.
Blake Gunter receiving touchdown from 7 yards out. And, Greg, that was I'm going to call that a weak effort of tackling out on the outside by 2, 3, 4 Pirate defenders. Blake Gunter is a big dude, but we got 1, 2, 3 guys there, and it didn't really look like anybody wanted to tackle Blake Gunter. And the Jaguars net 6 points off of that.
Mosley got his shoulder on him. That was about it. So the extra point, high snap, kick down. It is up, and it is good. With 10:21 to play here before halftime, Madison retakes the lead, 14-7.
Leave it up to us at Ag Up with the MVP. The powerful John Deere 303080 is priced at a low $22,995 plus 0% financing for 72 months. That's zilch. Zip. 0% for 72 months. Plus, add attachments to get the job done and save 20% off 3. Now is the time to come in to get the job done with the MVP at Mississippi Arkansas Ag. Visit us at any of our 16 locations or online at agup.com.
Today's game brought to you by P&B Sports.
Well, we're ready for the Georgia Blue kickoff. It'll be the Pirates' turn to try to answer. Last time they kicked off, went to Jay Bird, and he took it 91 yards. Let's see. Well, I'm going to kick it deep again. A little bit higher, and it's Jay Bird again. Makes a move, looking. Now he's dancing and going to go down. Danced a little too much as he's going to get to the 15, and that is all.
Pirates got to get something going offensively. As you see Jay Bird's return here on the River Trust replay. Greg and Roy through a quarter and almost 2 minutes. Madison Central with 162 yards of total offense.
Wow.
The Pirates have 11.
Yeah, that's not good.
And I do believe that we have yet to pick up a first down. That is correct. Madison Central with 6 first downs tonight. The Pirates unable to net a first down through the first quarter. Got to get something going here. Only 4 yards through the air, 15 yards on the ground.
Shade will start with Jamari in the backfield. Give it to him. That's some hard running right there. He's going to cross the 15 to the 16, a gain of 1.
Just no rhythm so far. Last week, there were moments where, even in a game where we only scored 14 points, Jamari was able to get a little bit of a rhythm and reel off a few big runs. And he's had 1 run tonight for about 12 yards. That's, I believe, the biggest play from scrimmage for the Pirates.
2nd down and 9. 2 wide receivers, both of them here to the near side. Fake the handoff, throw deep over the middle. Almost intercepted and almost caught. But Jalen Kendrick could not haul that in.
And that one felt a little bit dangerous as Shade was trying to thread that one through the arms of Creek Robertson, B.J. Washington, to Jalen Kendrick. That's through 2 Jaguars trying to get to the Pirate, and both Jaguars had a chance. Thank goodness it falls harmlessly to the turf. But we're still facing a 3rd and long, looking to pick up our first down of the game.
A Pearl Pool, 3rd and 9.
We got 5.
And we're going to get an offside call against the defense.
Looked like Jackson Mize was trying to come on a blitz from his linebacker position, and he got a little anxious, and we'll take a free 5 anytime we can get it.
So the Havard Realty penalty gives us a little bit of better real estate. Shade going to throw. Quick hitter. That ball is complete. That's going to be for a first down as Alex Spires makes that catch.
We'll take momentum any way we can get it.
And Renaissance Bank will move the chains for the first time.
That's right. Like to call that name a lot. Good job by Shade. A little play-action fake into the arms of Jamari, and great-looking throw to Alex Spires, who pulled it in for a big first down.
Arms goes in motion. There goes Jamari, left side. Flag comes down immediately on the far side. Jamari's going to cross the 30 to the 31, but let's check the marker. Illegal shift against the Pirates, so that Havard Realty penalty is going to take us backwards.
2 penalties apiece so far with 9 minutes remaining on the clock here in the second quarter. 14-7 Jaguar lead, and we're going to insert Jaquavian Shoto on the offensive side of things to see if he can bring some kind of spark to a Pirate offense who needs it. If you're just tuning in, Jerry Johnson's a 91-yard kickoff return the only Pirates 7 points tonight, and I believe Jonathan Worrell has asked for a timeout to try to rally his troops on the offensive side of things.
We will take it. What's that, Roy?
Coach Hunter actually asked for that timeout.
Okay.
He's out talking to the ref, trying to get some clarification on the spot of the ball and the down.
Well, we'll keep it right here. I was a little confused by that because if it was first down, and now the ball is kind of right back where it was. They really didn't mark off any kind of a penalty.
Yeah, and that's what Justin's just trying to get some clarification on that. And so he called the timeout so he could talk to the refs.
Because Jamari had made it to the 31. So even if that's only a 2-yard penalty on an illegal shift, unless it was pre-possession, but then you would have had to blow it dead.
Right.
And
I think he's also questioning about the movement, the illegal shift.
Well, and an illegal shift would not be a dead ball penalty. But we'll see. They're done talking about it. Now the officials are talking about it. This is their second game of the year, just like ours. So we'll see what they want to do with it. Everybody's pointing at the football. Now they're going to mark it off. 1, 2.
Should be a 5-yard penalty.
They did.
Yeah, they just forgot to mark it off. I'm not sure why.
Hey, put it back. Justin should not have called timeout.
Why did we call that out?
I think he was questioning the penalty itself.
Okay.
All right, so 1st and 15 now. Jamari looking for some room. Cuts it back. Good run. Bowls his way out to the 34-yard line.
There's the T-train rolling here at Ray Rogers Stadium, and Jackson Mize found out about it as he got run over there in the middle of that Jaguar defense. Boom. I think that's the second time tonight he's been rudely greeted by Jamari.
Pirates acted like they were going to go quick.
After that run, I'm kind of glad they moved it back 5 more.
Gave him more room to see, right, Roy?
That's it.
So 2nd down and 5. The pickup of 10 by Jamari. Give it to him again. Trying that left side again. Just makes 4 guys bring him down, and he's going to be close to the first down at the 38. Be 3rd down and 1.
The sheer power of the 200 and nearly 40 pounds of Jamari Thompson just keeping those legs moving, and it is 3rd and manageable, and we've got to keep this thing rolling. Let's pick up our second first down of the game right here. I say give it back to 1 and just let him do his thing.
This is Pearl in the shallow end of the Pearl pool. Going 3rd and 1. Jamari gets hit. First contact. I think in his forward progress,
Gonna
be
need
really close.
Yeah,
Roy?
gonna need a good spot.
I believe they're calling it.
I think he got it.
He did.
He did. It was that second effort. See, he's so tall that he just kind of leans out before his arm goes down. Look, he did a great job of keeping the legs off the ground, the knees up.
C.J. Barney, the defensive lineman from Madison Central, almost came through unblocked, and a great job of showing the athleticism of a big man. Jamari Thompson able to jump over him and lean forward and pick up a big Pirate first down.
This time they're going to give it a Jaybird. Give him
Shoto.
some space.
Shoto.
It is showtime. 20. Pushed out of bounds at the 15. Nope, they're going to mark him at the 14. But showtime, Shoto. Turning on the Jets.
Jaquavian Shoto.
Oh, they're calling it back.
Oh, no.
But
there is a flag right there in the middle of the field. Yeah, you saw it, Roy.
Flag at the
that
39.
One's going to hurt. That one will hurt and negate a 50-yard run by Jaquavian Shoto.
Well, the hold may have been too big for him.
So get a holding penalty. And don't know if we can try to get a look there on the River Trust replay. Here it is right here.
Number 55.
Yep, looked like right there in the middle of the formation.
Really wasn't even in the play.
Yeah, it may have been, was that 65, Connor McHenry?
Actually, I believe it was 55.
Well, that Havard Realty penalty is going to take us from the penthouse to the outhouse. First and forever from the 29 now of the Pirates.
And now it will be Jay Bird in the backfield.
There comes Jay Bird trying to bounce it. And they bounce just enough. He never does go down. He's dragged out of bounds. They're going to give him forward progress to the 32. All that running for a yard.
After bringing the thunder of Jamari, you insert the lightning of Jaquavian and Jaybird, and that is the talent of this Madison Central defense, just in great pursuit of Jaybird. There was 3 Jaguars right there, able to push him out, keep it to a minimal gain.
Second down and 19. Foster fakes the handoff. Quick throw out into the flat. Spires can't hang on. And it'll be a third down for the Pool off the high dive. Wow.
That's one you got to reel in if you are Alex Spires. Looked like Shade hit him right in the number, but Jackson Mai is able to come up from behind and hit Spires right at when the ball got there and jar that thing loose, and it's going to set up third and forever. Just when the Pirates had a lot of momentum, a holding penalty and a drop pass, shooting ourselves in the foot.
Well, let's see what Shade's going to do here. He'll throw again out into the flat. Spires is going to catch it, but well short of the first down, out to the 39. Fourth down and 10. That's back to the original line of scrimmage.
Not really sure what that play call was when you need 19 and you only throw for 9, unless they were thinking that Alex was going to be able to catch it and have room to run for the first down, but he's been shadowed all night long by very good Jaguar secondary. And again, it's going to force a Pirate punt.
Robertson and Washington standing at their own 30-yard line. Low snap again, gets through Shade's legs, and he's going to be pushed down at the 16. And that is just a dagger. Mark it at the 17, but that thing went right through the wickets. They're playing polo.
Second bad snap tonight, and you hate to call the name, but that was 65 Connor McHenry trying to get the ball back there, and Shade scooped one earlier and was able to boot it away, unable to scoop that one. And with 6 minutes left, the Jaguars going to have great field position after this hydration timeout.
Just mark timeout. We'll take it with them.
Come smile with Sky. Sky Family Dental of Pearl provides complete dental care for the entire family. Oral exams, cleanings, dentures, implants. Most insurance is accepted and financing is available. Call now to schedule your appointment. Come smile with Sky.
Jaguars setting up for a first down at the Pirate 17 after the bad exchange on the punt.
At Raising Cane,
Collins will keep it himself, running here to the near side. He's got the corner. He's got the touchdown.
there's a hold.
Yeah, we'll take that penalty, and that will bring back a big Madison Central run from 17 yards out. And I believe one of the wideouts downfield, number 11, that is Isaiah Spencer, who was holding, was that Mosley over there? Couldn't tell who the Pirate defender was, but he got pushed all the way down. That'll get called every time.
He really doesn't move the ball too much because it's a spot foul. They're going to put the ball basically right back where it was. So first, let's do it again. First and 10 from the 17. Try and contain him just a little bit better this time. Three wideouts now for Madison. Collins looking, he's going to throw out, and that ball was deflected. Incomplete. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're spreading us out and then just taking advantage of the gaps. Let's see who gets their hand on this. Looked like it was deflected.
I believe that was Jalen Nickelberry.
No,
nope.
Just a bad pass.
Right, just a bad pass.
All right. Well, I was trying to give our defense credit.
Yeah, Jalen did a great job of coming off the end there, trying to get in the face of Tate Collins. And, again, Collins, a guy who is very effective with his legs, not quite as effective with his arm. Last week, only 2 of 7 against Northwest Rankin. He's looked a little better tonight, but Pirates got a chance for a big stop here on second down.
They're going to hand it off. Big hole right up the middle. And so much for that as Arnold goes in for a touchdown.
There's a flag on the play.
And roll it. Oh, see the professor's spotting the flags. He's
They
eyeing
got
them.
motion on their side.
All right, I think that illegal formation or either way, that Havard Realty penalty will take a touchdown off the board for the second time on this drive. And we're going to move this ball back to the 22.
4 penalties now for Anthony Hart's Madison Central Jaguars, and the last 2 have been incredibly costly, both erasing what would have been Jaguar touchdowns.
Well, let's make them pay for it, shall we? Second down and 15. There he goes again. Man, we had good pursuit, and then they just steps up and waltzes into the end zone.
Yeah, the problem is that we're going on blitzes and we're getting in, but we have nobody covering the gap.
And Roy, I'm not sure if you can tell from where you are. I mean, one, Tate Collins is fast. There's no other way to say that. But is anyone playing any sort of spy position against Tate Collins? I can't find someone. I mean, we've got Malachi Porter, Jaquavian Shoto. You fill in the blank with somebody who could run with him, and I hadn't found anybody tonight.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, Malachi went in on the blitz, and nobody shadowed him to keep him contained.
So the extra point. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and it is good. And with 5:33 to play before halftime, it is now Madison Central 21, Pirates 7. Back in a minute here on PMB Sports.
We are committed to safely serving you and your family the best tasting and highest quality chicken finger meals. This is very personal to me. I know how important it is to have a trusted, safe, and clean place to feed you and your loved ones. We will always go above and beyond all CDC guidelines, local government requirements, and industry standards. This is our promise to you. Cane's is open, and we're here to serve you our hot, fresh chicken finger meals and drinks through drive-thru. Go to raisincanes.com for details or call your local Cane's. Thank you for your continued trust in us. One love.
Today's game brought to you by PMB Sports.
All right, we're set for a Georgia Blue kickoff. Maybe we can get a little magic happen here. We need it now, trailing 21-7. That kick is going to be taken in by
Shoto. Tackled by his own player. Alex Spire's legs, Jaquavian Shoto's got tangled up. And Shoto stumbles out to, what are they going to give him, Greg, the 24-yard line?
Yeah, they're going to give him the 24 as Jaybird wasn't back there that time.
No, he wasn't. He hadn't been back since, he hadn't been on the field since he received that kickoff 2 times ago. One other score to date. It's a tough one tonight at Ray Rogers, down 21-7. Warren Central taking care of the Brandon Bulldogs 14-0 right now. That one at Warren Central. The Bulldogs in jeopardy of falling to 0-2.
Well, now we're going to spread everybody out. We're going to go 5 wide. Shades flushed. He dropped the football. Good gravy.
The wheels falling off right now. C.J. Barney, the guy who blew by his offensive lineman, not sure where Barney was coming from, whether that was the edge or the middle, and Shade saw him coming and just literally dropped the ball. I think his own leg kicked it out of his hands. Thank goodness he was able to fall on top of it, or it'd have been a deeper problem we'd been in.
Second down and Mendenhall to go. Give it to Jamari. I'm going to spin through the pile. We'll get out to the 16-yard line. That's not going to get it done, though.
We said it during the pregame, Greg, that this young offensive line for Pearl was going to go up against a much bigger test tonight than they did last week against Ridgeland. And the Jaguar defensive front, or I said defensive or offensive line. I meant defensive line, but this Jaguar defensive front has put up a wall, and it's been difficult to get through.
They drop back to 3 down linemen, so Shade should get some time to throw. There's a delayed blitz. Shade rolling out, going nowhere. And he will step out of bounds at the 17. Yep. And that'll force a punt.
Didn't really look like Shade went through many of his reads. Maybe, I guess maybe he did. But Jaguars only sent 4, so they dropped 7 back in coverage. It did kind of cloud up the secondary, but Shade just didn't see anybody open, and it's going to force yet another punt. And with 4:03 remaining in the second quarter, we really got to have a stop here.
Oh, hold your breath.
Need a good snap as well.
This snap is bad. We've got no room for error. That time it's a good snap and a good kick gets away. Driving to the 49 of the Pirates. He's going to be stuck is Robertson. Late flag comes flying in. Right now the line of scrimmage is going to be the Pirate 44. But let's check the penalty.
40-yard boot by Shade. Creek Robertson on the return. DJ Hudson, the junior, in there to make the tackle for the Pirates. Not sure what kind of...
It's going against Madison.
Yeah, it's maybe a block in the back, I believe. Yeah, it looked like perhaps could have been on number 9, Dalton Stevens, who was pushing the back of Alex Spires. No matter which way it is, we'll take it.
Roy, what was that call?
I believe that was an unsportsmanlike.
Okay.
He was actually pointing at number 4 as number 4 was walking off.
Could have been Creek Robertson. That's the guy who returned it, number 4. Maybe that he got up and decided to share some words.
Well, so let's move that Havard Realty penalty back to the 42 of the Jags. Hand it off and falling down in the backfield.
That time it was Ross Highfield who's come in to relieve Duke Arnold for this series.
And Jeremy ate him up. So a loss of 2 back to the 40. Second down and 12. Need some more of those.
Clock ticking at 3:30 remaining. Both teams with 2 timeouts left.
Madison will get the ball to start the second half after winning the toss and deferring. Collins going to keep it, rolling right, throwing out into the flat. That's going to be complete. Out to the Pirate 48, to the Jaguar 48.
It's going to be number 16, Gatlin Sanders, 5'9", 155-pound junior, who reeled that one in and showed a little bit of athleticism after he did, causing a couple of Pirates to swipe and miss before he picked up a valuable 5 yards to make it third and manageable.
So a Pearl Pool, third down. 3rd and 4. And Collins going to keep it himself. Look for a hole. This time, Pirates are there and waiting. Excellent job that time by the defensive line, not giving them any crevices.
Big stop by the senior leader of this Pirate defense. That was Malachi Porter, able to get in there and pull down Tate Collins. Got to give credit to Big Meatball Jeremy Jackson, able to get in there and disrupt the play. And Pirates going to force a punt with 2:40 remaining here in the second. Love to maybe get a little bit of a return here and gain some momentum on offense.
Pirates got their players off late. A good punt. Going to be taken in at the... They're going to say he called for a fair catch, did Shoto. Well, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Pirates at the 15. And Shade is going to have 2:28 to work with before the break.
Yeah, you see there on the River Trust replay, Jaquavian clearly called for the fair catch. And Greg, who was that last week? It was one of our guys, I believe it was Shoto, I think, who we ended up getting the penalty on one of those, didn't we?
DJ Hudson, was it?
Yeah, you're right. It was on a kickoff. Pooch kick.
Poochies.
Yep, Jaquavian, fortunate, did not get a flag on him there, but we're going to put Shoto and Jerry Johnson on the field for this offensive possession. Justin Hunter looking to put up points with 2:30 remaining before the half, trailing by 14.
Give it to Jamari.
Got a flag.
And the flag comes down in the backfield. Jamari finds himself at the 31 for the moment.
I believe we're going to have the hold.
But it will be coming back as that hole was probably just a little too big. And it is indeed holding against the Pirates on that Havard Realty penalty. Well, I love our sponsors, but I don't like calling Havard out when we have the ball. Saying them a lot.
Yeah, 4 penalties tonight on Pearl, 5 on Madison Central. And there's a couple of those for both sides that have been very costly.
So instead of being at the 31, we're at the 6. First down. Jay looking, throwing. That ball intercepted.
Wow. Number 6, B.J. Washington caught it off the deflection. It went through the hands of Jerry Johnson. Ball was a little bit high, and B.J. Washington slid in. You're going to see a great shot here, I believe, on the River Trust replay as it went through the hands of Jerry Johnson. B.J. Washington, yep, it was a clear interception, and that is a costly turnover. First one of the night for either side, and Madison Central in business on the Pirate 29-yard line with 2:10 remaining.
So a Sky Family Dental turnover comes at perhaps the worst possible time. Madison with now an opportunity to put points on the board before the break, and they get the ball to start the second half. Collins with Arnold behind him. They'll give it to Arnold. Bounces it to the outside. Pirates strung him out, but not enough as he's in the 5. He's into the end zone for a touchdown. My.
25 yards out, and Greg, I hate to call out individual names, but Jaquavian Shoto just whiffed right there.
Somebody's down, but I can't see the number.
Yeah, we have a Pirate down 1 yard into the end zone.
Looks like it could be somebody from the Pirates secondary.
Right there, you see who it is. Lands on the shoulder. Is that Landon
Yeah, it
Moore?
looks like somebody had a Pirate fall on the back of their ankle.
Is that Shoto?
And nope, that's Marcus Mosley. Marcus Mosley, number 3, had Landon Moore fall on his, looks like to be a right ankle.
He got
Mosley
rolled up.
now on his feet. He's going to have some assistance to get off, but
just kind of got rolled up on by his own guy,
yep,
Landon.
Yep. Greg, the Pirate defense had pitched a shutout last week in the second half against Ridgeland. Yet to find them tonight against this talented Madison Central rushing attack.
It's just that middle. It's that they're doing a good job along the line of scrimmage, and there's just no reinforcements there in the second level. The second level is where Madison Central's making all of its hay, because by the time they're getting out to the secondary, deep in the secondary, you can't make a tackle out there. Hopefully Austin Wilbanks will draw something else up, because the pressure is not leading to success. Now we're ready for the extra point. Good snap, good hold, kick is up, and it is good. 2:01 before the half. Jaguars now in front 28-7.
When something works this well,
Paying bills? This site is so comprehensive. I do all my banking online. More time for coffee?
you want to get others excited about it too.
Yes, honey. They're very conscientious, and they're about helping us map out a plan for our future.
It's nice to know we make a difference.
So easy. They have lots of creative ways to help me afford the loan for the cutest car I've wanted
And
for
that a
so
great
long.
bank is a really important thing to have. Comprehensive, conscientious, creative, community bank like no other bank you know.
Today's game brought to you by P&B Sports.
Hello, I'm State
We're
Representative
back for
Gene
a
Newman.
Georgia Blue kickoff, and there have been too many of these Madison Georgia Blue kickoffs. We could sure use another one. This one in the air will be taken by Jay Bird at the 6. Dancing around, going back to the far side. Now cuts it to the middle, breaks it to the outside over the 30, 35, and he's going to pull up and coast out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
Greg, that's really been the most exciting thing that's happened tonight. If you're just tuning in, Jerry Johnson, after Madison Central went up 7-0, he had a 91-yard kickoff return to the house, and that one right there ends up netting about 30, 35 yards on the return. He ran more like 60, but those have gotten the loudest shouts from the Pirate faithful have been the two Jerry Johnson returns. But 1:49 remaining, 2 timeouts. You got to put this one in the air a little bit, but you'd love to put just something on the board as the Pirate offense yet to score tonight. The only 7 points coming from the special teams.
Going heavy, going to Jamari. And Jamari, man, he's working hard, but he's only going to pick up 3 yards on that. Looks like they'll give him the 43.
That time running behind Colby Spence, the senior, pulling over from his guard position.
Jamari again, this time straight up the gut. Crosses the 45 to the 46. And we're going to get a whistle.
It's like Madison, nope, we're going to have a helmet came off. Connor Foy, going to have to replace him on the offensive line. As helmet comes off, you're gone for a play.
All right, a third down. A Pearl Pool 3rd and 4. Let's see if we can't get a first down here and then be aggressive. Trouble getting the play in. Play clock down to 9. Still some confusion, and I think we're going to have to take a timeout. Nope, Madison's going to help us out there. Thankfully, Madison takes a timeout.
Think of the Pearl Pirates and one word comes to mind: pride. The pride they take in their efforts, the pride our community feels in their achievement. We're all Pirate boosters, and that's especially true at Bank of Yazoo. Proud not only to be a partner in education with Pearl High School, but also to serve the Pearl community with great financial options. So when you're ready to boost your spirits, come feel the pride with the Pirates. And when you're ready to boost your bottom line, come down to Bank of Yazoo. Bank of Yazoo, proud to be your booster for life. Member FDIC.
When you're ready to make a move in Pirate Country, contact Penny Pitts with Havard Real Estate Group in Pearl. Penny is a multi-million-dollar producer and loves to help her clients find the home of their dreams. If you are a first-time home buyer or ready to upsize or downsize, she is the agent for you. Penny is a Pearl High School graduate and an avid supporter of Pirate athletics. Make your move with the home team. That's Penny Pitts, Havard Real Estate Group.
3rd and 4 from the Pearl 46-yard line. Trying to keep this drive going. Oh, he drops the ball. Shade couldn't handle the snap. He was trying to pitch it, I think, a little too quick, and Jamari falls on it back at the 40.
Yeah, it looked like Shade maybe wasn't fully written up. It was just a bad snap.
Yeah, bad snap to his left.
Yep, bad snap to his left. Thank goodness Jamari able to fall on it. We could not afford Madison Central having another drive start in Pearl territory. And, man, with 35 seconds and counting, we need Shade just to boot this one away.
Let it roll around for a while.
Yeah, no more dynamite picking up. Don't need anybody else running anything back. Let's take this one to halftime and regroup.
Like a rugby-style kick here.
20 seconds now on the clock. Gonna let it tick down.
Good snap.
Great kick. Great kick.
Driving
Beautiful
spiral.
kick.
Picked up on the far side.
Wow.
And woo-wee. That was a collision and a half on the far side. That Shoto laid the lumber there?
I believe it was Jaquavian Shoto laid the lumber on B.J. Washington after about a 49-yard boot from Shade Foster.
Shoto gets the hit. He gets blocked in the back and still makes the tackle.
Great job by Jaquavian. And with 6 seconds left, looks like probably Tate Collins, you would imagine, is going to take a knee, and Anthony Hart will be happy with a 28-7 lead at halftime. And Justin Hunter going to have a tall task at hand to keep up the spirits of the Pirates, who've had a rough go here in the first 24 minutes.
And Collins does just that, and that will run out the first half. It's been a rough one for the Pirates. They head to the locker room down 28-7. We will be back
with the third quarter action and some words from Coach Hunter after he gets a chance to meet with his coaches and his team to close this gap in the second half. You're watching Pearl Pirate football here on PMB Sports.
Leave it up to us at Ag Up with the MVP. The powerful John Deere 303080 is priced at a low $22,995 plus 0% financing for 72 months. That's zilch. Zip. 0% for 72 months. Plus, add attachments to get the job done and save 20% off 3. Now is the time to come in to get the job done with the MVP at Mississippi Arkansas Ag. Visit us at any of our 16 locations or online at agup.com. Leave it up to us at Ag Up with the MVP. The powerful John Deere 303080 is priced at a low $22,995 plus 0% financing for 72 months. That's zilch. Zip. 0% for 72 months. Plus, add attachments to get the job done. 20% off 3. Now is the time to come in to get the job done with the MVP at Mississippi Arkansas Ag. Visit us at any of our 16 locations or online at agup.com.
Think of the Pearl Pirates and one word comes to mind: pride. The pride they take in their efforts, the pride our community feels in their achievement. We're all Pirate boosters, and that's especially true at Bank of Yazoo. Proud not only to be a partner in education with Pearl High School, but also to serve the Pearl community with great financial options. So when you're ready to boost your spirits, come feel the pride with the Pirates. And when you're ready to boost your bottom line, come down to Bank of Yazoo. Bank of Yazoo, proud to be your booster for life. Member FDIC.
When something works this well,
Paying bills? This site is so comprehensive, I do all my banking online. More time for coffee?
you want to get others excited about it too.
Yes, honey. They're very conscientious, and they're about helping us map out a plan for our future.
It's nice to know we make a
It was
difference.
so easy. They had lots of creative ways to help me afford the loan for the cutest car I've wanted
And
for
that a
so
great
long.
bank is a really important thing to have. Comprehensive, conscientious, creative, community bank like no other bank you know.
Hey, it's a beautiful day in Georgia blue. It's like a home-cooked meal. How mama makes you feel, that's what we do. Oh yeah. The time is now to make memories with all your friends. We'll be looking for you, so y'all come on in. This family around here, it's Georgia blue.
Hello, I'm State Representative Gene Newman, here to share a message to our young people and parents. There are many pathways to success. For some, it's 4-year college, which is great if you have a chosen profession. But there are so many other opportunities to grow and succeed here in Mississippi. Our community colleges, VOTEC, trade schools, apprenticeship programs, and on-the-job training are all top-notch. Believe it or not, there are more than 7 million good jobs available across the country, and most don't require a 4-year degree. I encourage parents to support their kids that have a love for skilled trades like construction, air conditioning repair, auto technicians, electricians, and so many others. We need a diverse workforce that can thrive even in tough times like pandemics. And remember, no matter what, every day is a great day to be a pirate. I'm State Representative Gene Newman with a message to young people and their parents.
When you're ready to make a move in pirate country, contact Penny Pitts with Havard Real Estate Group in Pearl. Penny is a multi-million-dollar producer and loves to help her clients find the home of their dreams. If you are a first-time home buyer or ready to upsize or downsize, she is the agent for you. Penny is a Pearl High School graduate and an avid supporter of pirate athletics. Make your move with the home team. That's Penny Pitts, Havard Real Estate Group.
When pirates need a feast, they sail to Mugshot's Grill and Bar. Voted best burger in Mississippi for 13 years in a row, Mugshot's proudly serves fresh, never frozen certified Angus beef. X marks the spot at 2 locations on the map, in Pearl and Riverwind Drive in the movie theater parking lot, and in Flowood on the corner of Airport Road and Lakeland Drive. You can dine in, take out, or order online and pick up curbside. Check out mugshotsgrillandbar.com.
Welcome into Ray Rogers Stadium here live on the Shane Fletcher Farm Bureau Insurance Halftime Show, where the score here is all Madison Central so far through the first 2 quarters. 28-7, Madison Central leads your Pearl Pirates. Take a look around the state tonight, along with some other games from Region 3 6A. Northwest Rankin right now at the half leads the Clinton Arrows 21-14. Cougars over the Arrows. Northwest Rankin looking to move to 1-1 after they failed last week, 31-22. This Madison Central Jaguar team. Clinton Arrows would fall to 1-1 should they not be able to come back. But 21-14, a touchdown game at halftime. The Petal Panthers look to move to 2-0. They are rolling tonight over Laurel, 28-0. Petal Panthers lead Laurel. Warren Central is hosting Brandon tonight in Vicksburg at Warren Central's newly renovated field. Right now at the half, the Vikings leading the Bulldogs 14-3. Brandon, who was handed their first loss of the season last week by Clinton, in jeopardy of falling to 0-2, is Tyler Peterson's squad. Ocean Springs leads George County tonight 14-0. Again, George County, another one of our Region 3 6A teams that we'll see a little bit later in the season here at Ray Rogers Stadium. Ocean Springs leads them 14-0 right now at the half. Oak Grove rolling tonight over the Hattiesburg Tigers. Oak Grove looked good in back-to-back weeks, and at the half tonight it's 31-7 Oak Grove over Hattiesburg. A couple other big games happening around the state tonight. Lafayette 8, Oxford 6. Lafayette 8, Oxford 6. That one's been nip and tuck. That one at the half. And then a big one tonight, the Starkville Yellow Jackets, one of the top teams in the state of Mississippi right now, trailing to Louisville 14-10. Louisville 14, Starkville Yellow Jackets 10. Again, it's 28-7 here at Ray Rogers Stadium. We've got another half of football to go, but we're going to take some more timeouts here on the Shane Fletcher Farm Bureau Insurance Halftime Show. We'll be back with some stats and the second half here in just a bit.
At Raising Cane's, we are committed to safely serving you and your family the best tasting and highest quality chicken finger meals. This is very personal to me. I know how important it is to have a trusted, safe, and clean place to feed you and your loved ones. We will always go above and beyond all CDC guidelines, local government requirements, and industry standards. This is our promise to you. Cane's is open and we're here to serve you our hot, fresh chicken finger meals and drinks through drive-thru. Go to RaisingCanes.com for details or call your local Cane's. Thank you for your continued trust in us. One love.
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Today's game brought to you by P&B Sports.
From loans and mobile banking to CDs and checking accounts, River Trust Federal Credit Union has you covered. That's why you owe it to yourself to take advantage of the tremendous opportunity to open a savings and checking account at River Trust Federal Credit Union. River Trust offers lower interest rates on loans and higher interest rates on savings. We can get you started on the road to financial well-being. Let us help you take charge of your financial future today. Log on to our website at rivertrustfcu.com. River Trust Federal Credit Union, improving the financial success of our members.
Thank you for shopping at Mystery Savings Supermarket, where you never know what kind of deal you're going to get. Welcome to Mystery Savings Supermarket. That'll be $9.
But she...
Welcome to Mystery Savings Supermarket, where you never know what kind of deal you're going to get.
You wouldn't put up with this at a supermarket. Don't put up with it when you buy a car.
So come to Rogers Dabbs Chevrolet.
It's easier here.
Public service has always had a very special place in my heart, and to be able to do it and be a first responder as a reserve, when you're not getting paid, that's just one of the most selfless acts you can do. I think we all have a responsibility to our towns and our communities.
Well, for me, it's simple. I mean, when you say local, that's what's most important to me. Our citizens inside this county, we all care for each other, and we do everything we can to help everybody out. I am Shane Fletcher with Farm Bureau, and we are the home team.
Come smile with Sky. Sky Family Dental of Pearl provides complete dental care for the entire family. Oral exams, cleanings, dentures, implants. Most insurance is accepted and financing is available. Call now to schedule your appointment. Come smile with Sky.
Life is hard, crazy, and chaotic, but you weren't designed to do life alone. The Exchange is a church family in the heart of Pearl that exists to see people exchange their old life for new life in Christ and live out their purpose. We're a family built on truth, hope, and love that realizes no one is perfect. We're a family you can belong to. Join us for our gathering Sundays at 9:30 or 11 a.m. in person or online. Why live life alone when you can experience the joy of family?
Today's game brought to you by PMB Sports.
It starts out as one of those things you're going to do one of these days. A new town, a new adventure. When one day becomes today, we'll be there to help you write the next chapter in the book of you, with options to make your banking fit your life, no matter how much of an adventure your life may be. Trustmark. People you trust. Advice that works.
Leave it up to us at Ag Up with the MVP. The powerful John Deere 303080 is priced at a low $22,995 plus 0% financing for 72 months. That's zilch. Zip. 0% for 72 months. Plus, add attachments to get the job done and save 20% off 3. Now is the time to come in to get the job done with the MVP at Mississippi Arkansas Ag. Visit us at any of our 16 locations or online at agup.com.
Think of the Pearl Pirates and one word comes to mind: pride. The pride they take in their efforts, the pride our community feels in their achievement. We're all Pirate boosters, and that's especially true at Bank of Yazoo. Proud not only to be a partner in education with Pearl High School, but also to serve the Pearl community with great financial options. So when you're ready to boost your spirits, come feel the pride with the Pirates. And when you're ready to boost your bottom line, come down to Bank of Yazoo. Bank of Yazoo, proud to be your booster for life. Member FDIC.
When something works this well,
Paying bills? This site is so comprehensive. I do all my banking online. More time for coffee?
you want to get others excited about it too.
Yes, honey. They're very conscientious, and they're about helping us map out a plan for our future.
It's nice to know we make a
It was
difference.
so easy. They had lots of creative ways to help me afford the loan for the cutest car I've wanted
And
for
that a
so
great
long.
bank is a really important thing to have. Comprehensive, conscientious, creative, community bank like no other bank you know.
Hey, 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 it's a beautiful day in Georgia blue. It's like a home-cooked meal. How mama makes you feel, that's what we do. Oh yeah. The time is now to make memories with all your friends. We'll be looking for you, so y'all come on in. This family around here, it's Georgia blue.
Hello, I'm State Representative Gene Newman, here to share a message to our young people and parents. There are many pathways to success. For some, it's 4-year college, which is great if you have a chosen profession. But there are so many other opportunities to grow and succeed here in Mississippi. Our community colleges, VOTEC, trade schools, apprenticeship programs, and on-the-job training are all top-notch. Believe it or not, there are more than 7 million good jobs available across the country, and most don't require a 4-year degree. I encourage parents to support their kids that have a love for skilled trades like construction, air conditioning repair, auto technicians, electricians, and so many others. We need a diverse workforce that can thrive even in tough times like pandemics. And remember, no matter what, every day is a great day to be a pirate. I'm State Representative Gene.
Welcome back inside the booth here on the Shane Fletcher Farm Bureau Insurance Halftime Show. We're live from Ray Rogers Stadium tonight. Pirates home opener has not been a good one so far through 2 quarters. Madison Central leads Pearl Pirates 28-7. Just a couple of minutes left in halftime. In our kind of new COVID world, we're not able to bring you the Pirate Band tonight because they did not march on the field. They are here in the stadium, spread out, social distance, bringing some energy to the stadium tonight, but did not march on the field, unfortunately. So we continue to bring you scores and stats from around the state, and also some updates happening here in this game. We'll look at some of our stats through the first 2 quarters tonight. Again, Madison Central leads 28-7 and have dominated statistically as well. Madison Central 9 first downs through the first 2 quarters. The Pirates only 2. Third down efficiency tonight. Madison Central 50%, 3 for 6. Pirates only 1 for 6 on third down tonight. Rushing yards, Madison Central 158. The Pirates 38. Through the air, Madison Central 52 yards. Again, this was a team last week that only threw for 15 yards in their win over Northwest Rankin, but they have 52 yards through the air so far. The Pirates only able to net 11 yards passing. So total yards of offense tonight through the first 2 quarters, Madison Central 210 yards. The Pirates only 37. Madison Central does have 5 penalties through the first 2 quarters. The Pirates have had 4. Madison Central had 2 that called back touchdowns. The Pirates have had a couple of costly ones as well. We'll take a look at some of the individual numbers through the first half. Rushing-wise, Duke Arnold for Madison Central, 7 carries for 41 yards. Tate Collins, the quarterback, he's been the one who's caused the most destruction. 11 carries, 113 yards. He and Arnold both have touchdowns on the ground. For Pearl, rushing-wise, 1 carry for 3 yards for Jerry Johnson. Shade Foster, 1 carry for 1 yard. Jamari Thompson, who had 186 last week, 10 carries for only 34 yards so far. From the quarterback position, Tate Collins, 6 of 12 through the air, 52 yards and 2 touchdowns. Very efficient so far tonight. Shade Foster, 3 of 8, no touchdowns, and he does have 1 interception that went through the hands of Jerry Johnson, picked off by B.J. Washington there right before halftime. Finally, receiving numbers tonight for Madison Central. Creek Robertson has 1 catch for 10 yards and a touchdown. Blake Gunter, 3 catches for 38 yards and a touchdown. And we're trying to get the professor with a word with Justin Hunter. We'll see if we can make that happen. If so, we'll take it live down to the field. Finally, for Pearl through the air, should say receiving-wise, not a whole lot to talk about. Jerry Johnson had 1 catch for -4 yards on the first play from scrimmage. And
hey, guys, I got Coach Hunter coming in if we got a second.
Yeah, he's coming on
live.
He's coming in hot.
All right. Hey, Coach, first half didn't quite go our way, some miscues and all. So what'd you tell your team when you got into the locker?
Man, I just told them, penalties, effort, and our guys that we depend on to make plays are not making plays right now. We've had a couple drops and a drop for intercept. We're just not stepping up and making plays when the time's going to make plays and their guys aren't.
All right. Well, you feel like they're going to settle down this time, get some momentum, and try to...
I feel like they better play their tails off. That's what I feel like. Yes.
All right. Well, good second half, Coach. Good luck, man.
Roy, the one thing that it was about is sloppy all around. Special teams, offense, defense.
It was. I mean, you can't put your finger on one thing because it was so many things. Drop passes. We can't have that. Missed assignments, over pursuit, leaving gaps open on blitzes, no spy on the quarterback. I mean, the list goes on and on. Penalties.
Yeah.
Oh, starting from behind the line the first 2 drives. And you could hear it in Coach Hunter's voice. That's why I didn't want to question him too much more. Plus, they're trying to start. But like he said, they better play their butts off this half.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I want to see we got to put somebody there in the middle of the defense with all the speed that we have in our linebacker core. We got to have somebody to run with Tate Collins. I know he's fast and you're not going to tackle him every time, but he's got 11 carries for 113 yards, and that just can't happen. Again, his name not Jimmy Holiday, but he is looking very Holiday-ish.
We did it the same thing against McDonald last week. I mean,
right.
He ran. He's not known for a lot of speed, but he took a 51-yard run to the house last week. So our second half Georgia Blue kickoff is in the air, and this one will fly out of bounds, and that will be great starting field position now for the Jags, as if they needed it.
Another costly penalty. That'll give a handful tonight for Pearl, and earlier Austin Green able to squeak one into the end zone and out the side. That time, not so much, and that one will move it all the way out to the 35-yard line to start this offensive possession.
Oh, so the onus is on the defense. Let's try and get something positive, get off the field, see if our offense can make something happen. But first, we got to stop Collins. Arnold in the backfield with him. Give this one to Arnold, and
there we
wrapped
go.
up and dropped by Sir Charles.
No, that was actually 42, Nikes Wade. He kind of looked a lot like Sir Charles. He made a play like Charles Stevens, but Nikes Wade, great job coming in and wrapping up Duke Arnold. He was all by himself as well, and we'll take a 1-yard loss.
All right. That's a positive start to the second half. 2nd down and 11. Long time getting this play in. Collins, quick throw out to the right side. Too low. Falls incomplete. So we're going to get us a quick Pearl Pool. 3rd down and 11.
That pass intended for the big tight end, Blake Gunter, who has hurt us a couple of times tonight. Good job by Landon Moore coming up. And Gunter maybe hurt his footsteps. Pass a little bit low from Collins. And Pirates have a chance to have a big stop here on 3rd and 11.
See if they can't get off the field. 3 wide, 2 here to the near side. Collins, pump fake, now he's going to roll out. Throwing deep. Coverage is there. Mosley. And nice job by Marcus Mosley to break that up. And it's a 3 and out for Madison.
Great job by Marcus Mosley running with number 11, Isaiah Spencer, the 6'1 sophomore running down the sidelines. Collins really underthrew it a little bit. And, yep, I think that's a good no call there. I think the Madison Central coaching staff wanted a flag drop, but that ball was underthrown, and Mosley was just running, hit him in the back.
There's the punt. It is away, despite the pressure. It's going to bounce, and we'll get away from it. Don't take the chance, and we will take control at the 31.
35 yards on the punt there. I believe that was Tate Collins, their quarterback, also doing a little punting duty, much like Shade Foster. And you see there on the River Trust replay, if you're Jaquavian Shoto, you got to get out of the area.
Little too
still
close for
walk
comfort.
back over a little close. I know there's a lot of Jaguars, but if you're letting it roll, you got to let it roll.
Shoto. So a Renaissance Bank 1st down at the 31. Here goes Jamari, looking for some room. He makes his own room, crossing the 35 to the 37.
Great looking run to start the drive from Jamari, guy who had 186 yards last week. He is fully capable of breaking it out. And Greg, I know we're down by 21, but we've got the weapons to come back. When you got Alex Spires and Jerry Johnson, Jamari Thompson, Jaquavian Shoto, some of those guys have elusive speed. Just got to give it to them and give them space.
Big playmakers on 2nd down and 4. We'll shift everybody around. Now Jamari will go to the right side, that heavy side. He crosses the 40 for a 1st down, out to the 43-yard line.
Great job by the right side of the line, led by, I believe that was that Arant in there? Yep, Arant along with Javion Alexander both shifted to the right side and opened up a big hole, and Jamari Thompson tackled by his counterpart, Duke Arnold, who's in there playing he's playing safety, came up to make that tackle on the run, and a big Renaissance Bank 1st down.
Jamari again, 3rd time. This time he's going to get stacked up at the 45, pickup of 2.
Clearly looks like Justin Hunter and Jonathan Worrell with the offense trying to establish a little rhythm on the ground, as that was really the main thing that worked for us last week, was when we could find some rhythm in the rushing game. Let's see if we can get it back right here on 2nd down.
Well, and that's what our offensive line does best. 2nd down and 8. Quick throw out into the flat to Jaybird. He'll step out of bounds. I think they'll give him a gain of 1 to the 46. So we will have a Pearl Pool, 3rd down and 7.
That one all about putting your athlete in space, and you got to tip your cap to number 6, B.J. Washington, the junior cornerback for Madison Central, who came up and blew up the block of Alex Spires and really able to force Jaybird out to make it a nothing play.
Shade looking out to his left, throwing. They want some contact, no flag. It's going to fall incomplete and bring up a 4th down.
Braxton Merritt, the junior, was in coverage there, number 32, and I think he may have got there a little bit early. We'll see if we can see it there. Either he got there early or he was draped over the back of Alex Spires. You can see there on the River Trust replay. Great job by our camera guys and the guys down in the truck. I guess the referee's trying to say he worked his arm around, but looked like he was wrapped up with his right arm as well. Could have used a penalty flag there.
Good snap this time. Shade with another good punt. It's going to bounce. Hopefully take away the return. Get your hands on him. And they will, but not until he crosses the 25 to the 27. That was Creek Robertson.
35 yards on the boot from Shade, and pretty good heads-up play by Creek Robertson. A little dangerous, but he's got sure hands, and he picks it up to keep it from rolling down towards the 10-yard line and able to net about 7-8 yards on the return. And instead, they'll start at what looks like to be their own 27.
So Jay Bird's in there at cornerback here on the near side. Mosley, the corner, on the far side. Good start for the third quarter for this defense. Forced Madison into a 3-and-out. Collins will keep that ball himself going around the right side. Pirates did a good job of stretching it out, but he's going to make it to the 32.
Yeah, that time, good job by Landon Moore coming up from his safety position. Keaton Boykin also bouncing out from the defensive end to try to slow down the elusive Tate Collins.
2nd down and 5. They have Highfill in the backfield. Quick throw from Collins out to the right side. That'll be caught and down immediately, but enough for a first down at the 38.
Needed 5, and Creek Robertson ran a little stop route or a little curl route, ran at about 6 yards. The ball was low, but did a good job of getting his hands underneath it, and he got 1 yard just enough for the first down, move the sticks.
You know, that was a great case. You saw that the pressure was closing the pocket, but they just can't get there fast enough. Collins going to keep it himself. This was a weird, busted little play. Swinging out of the backfield, and a big lick here on the near side laid by Jay Bird.
Yeah, Gatlin Sanders, 5'9", 155, and he felt every bit of that Jay Bird hit. Jerry's had a couple of pretty good licks tonight as he's moved into the secondary after not playing any defense last week on the road at Ridgeland.
There was something wrong with that play. It just didn't seem like that's what they wanted to do.
Yeah, had an overload of the secondary here. There was only one Jaguar trying to block 3 Pirates. Able to net about 3 yards.
So 2nd down and 7 from their own 41. Robertson in motion. He's going to roll that way. Collins throwing. And that ball, did Gunter catch that ball?
Yeah,
what are the officials going to say?
They're conferring with each other. No one's ruled it a catch yet, but it looks like that's what it's going to land. And Justin Hunter is not happy. He's out with the headset off, trying to tell him that one looked like it hit the turf.
That did.
Yeah, you can see there on the River Trust replay. Watch it right here, and fans getting the advantage of seeing that here at Ray Rogers Stadium as well. And boom, yep, that one bounced off the turf. And we missed the penalty a while ago on the pass interference. That one goes the wrong way as well, and it's going to be 3rd and 1 for MC. Let's have a big stop here, Pirates. Got it.
They stack him up, and no gain on the play. Will bring up a 4th down as the line got great push that time. Linebacker Malachi coming in strong.
Malachi Porter making the big stop. Meatball in the middle along with Nickelberry and Charles Stevens. Stopped up Highfield, or actually that may have been number 24, Jackson Mize. Yeah, that was Mize that time on the carry.
They're going to go for this.
Meatball was the first one there. Malachi helped clean it up, and on 4th and 1, Anthony Hart feels good up 21. He's going to insert Duke Arnold with Tate Collins. Got to shadow both of them.
So possession play, Collins. We're going to get
a false start.
Yep. A Havard Realty penalty at the most opportune time.
And I believe that was Duke Arnold, the running back, who left early out of the backfield. as it looked like he was rolling out to either block or catch a pass, and that's going to change Anthony Hart's mind, Greg.
4th and 1, a 4th and 6. That makes it pretty easy. You're in your own territory. Line of scrimmage is the 42-yard line. They go quick kick. Shoto's going to come up, get it. Oh, he's very fortunate there. His knee goes down. Well, actually, what are they going to call?
They're saying Jay Bird called for a fair catch.
All right, so they said a fair catch signaled by Jay Bird, but caught by Shoto.
See if we can see it here on the River Trust replay.
Yep, there it is.
Yep, yeah. Jay Bird did wave his arm. I don't know if I've ever seen that, where one guy calls for a fair catch and the other guy catches it. But either way, I believe the ruling there is wherever the fair catch was called for, that's what stands, and so the Pirates will get the ball on the 30-yard line, no penalty. But, Greg, we got to have some offensive momentum and need it right now.
Let's see what Shade can do. Big Jamari. The T-Train needs to get rolling. There he goes. He is rolling. The steam engine. Past the 40 to the 43 for a Renaissance back first down.
13 yards on the carry, and the train is rolling. Comes up a little bit limping.
Yeah.
Not sure what that is. Let's see if we can shake that off. Need him to stay in, and it looks like he will.
He just jumped.
Yep, sure did. He knew it, too. He had so much momentum leaning forward, and he just couldn't stop himself. They didn't snap the ball fast enough, and that's going to cost us 5 yards as Jamari gets a false start call.
That Havard Realty penalty takes it back to the 38-yard line. So 1st and 15. Spires and Johnson, the receivers. There goes Jamari. Puts his head down. He'll cross the 40 to the 41. Going to get 2nd down and 12.
Looks like we may potentially get that hydration timeout, still being in September. Going to hit 6 minutes on the clock here with right now. And referees see it.
Now the referee's going to call it. We will take it with him. It is a Trustmark timeout. Pirates trying to come back in this ball game, down 28-7.
Leave it up to us at Ag Up with the MVP. The powerful John Deere 303080 is priced at a low $22,995 plus 0% financing for 72 months. That's zilch. Zip. 0% for 72 months, plus add attachments to get the job done and save 20% off 3. Now is the time to come in to get the job done with the MVP at Mississippi Arkansas Ag. Visit us at any of our 16 locations or on .com.
When something works this well,
Paying bills? This site is so comprehensive. I do all my banking online. More time for coffee?
you want to get others excited about it too.
Yes, honey. They're very conscientious, and they're about helping us map out a plan for our future.
It's nice to know we make a difference.
So easy. They have lots of creative ways to help me afford the loan for the cutest car I've wanted
And
for
that a
so
great
long.
bank is a really important thing to have. Comprehensive, conscientious, creative, community bank like no other bank you know.
2nd
When
down and
something
12
works
out of
this
the
well.
timeout.
Paying bills? This site.
Shade's going to hand that ball off, and this time the Jags close the hole very quickly. Nothing doing for Jamari that time. They've even lost a bit back to the 40.
Just kind of seems to be the rhythm of the night, Greg. Have a couple of really positive plays or one big positive play and then 2 negative plays right behind it that negate it. After the big Jamari run, we have the false start and then a run that gets nothing, and now we got 3rd and 13.
Now he's going to throw. Oh, but here they come. He's going to throw it out quickly to Arant. Arant's going to catch it, but be well short of the first down. He's going to get it out to the 47-yard line. So down 28-7.
What do you do if you're Justin Hunter?
We'll see what Hunter wants to do. Here's we're sticking with the offense out there.
Well, 5 minutes remaining in the third, down 21. You've had no offensive momentum, and looks like you will throw on the punt squad. Going to have to go quick with 10 seconds left on the play clock. Not sure if we're going to make this transition fast enough. May take a delay of game. Shade feels it, and he's trying to rush him. Oh, we're going to get a false start. Oh, we had a false start penalty declined.
Huh.
Never saw a flag.
I never saw it either.
Illegal formation, I think, maybe, but it wasn't a dead ball. False start would have been a dead ball. 4th down, good snap this time. Shay's going to get the kick away. It's end over end. It's going to be caught at the 22, right up the middle. Crossing the 35 to the 37-yard line will be Robertson. Maybe they'll give him the 38. We'll wait and see.
30 yards that time on the kick from Shade, and about 12 or 13 on the return from Creek Robinson, who is a shifty young man. And again, he was the guy who was in the competition with Tate Collins for the quarterback position. I don't think it would have been wrong either way, as both those guys have showed their athleticism tonight. But again, Tate Collins has been nothing short of incredible, almost 150 yards on the ground all by himself.
Now, granted, he's pretty good, but there's just no been there to tackle him.
That is true.
There's a run that is going to be stuffed. They're going to give him a gain of 2 out to the 40.
Good job that time by Javius Tucker, along with number 76, Big Tommy Johnson, the junior, in there, filling up the hole. Looks like he's taken over for Charles Stevens for a couple of minutes.
So 2nd down and 8. Arnold remains in at running back. Fake to him. Collins rolling out. He wanted to throw underneath. Now he'll throw a little bit deeper, and that's complete over midfield. As that goes to, what is it, Highfill over there?
It's Isaiah Spencer, number 11, the shifty sophomore. And, man, I just was getting ready to compliment the defense. Nickelberry did a great job of staying home on the bootleg rollout from Tate Collins, but just as soon as Nickelberry closed in, Tate Collins with a great little dump pass, and Spencer was all by himself, and he runs for a big first down into Pirate territory.
So 1st and 10 from the Pirate 48. The run here to the near side, breaking through, and it's just too easy right now. Too easy as Highfill went almost untouched into the 2nd level.
And watch here on the replay. See if you can see number 75, the guard or maybe the tackle from Madison Central coming this way. Daz Galloway. Look at him right there. 6'2", 300 pounds, pulling like a tight end. And if I'm Highfield, I'm running behind that guy every single time. And that's exactly what he did. And another big gash into this Pirate defense. Jaguars now down to the 35-yard line.
1st down for Collins. He'll hand it off to Highfill. Again, just slapping at him. We're going to get a penalty, and I think that's going to be on the sideline. I think that's going to be on the Pearl sideline. Roy, were there some bad words?
Looked like Malachi Porter's helmet was also taken off.
Let's see what they're going to call.
Not sure how that happened. Oh, it looked like a foot got wedged in there.
This is going against Pearl.
Yeah, you're right.
A personal foul.
I believe that was a sideline warning.
It was thrown very quickly.
7th penalty of the night for the Pirates, and
that
when you don't have 100 yards of offense, 7 penalties is not your friend.
That Havard Realty penalty is going to take it to the 14. Madison's doing a good enough job. We don't need to help him out. Collins, that was some kind of misread there, and we were able to get him. I don't know if he wanted to hand the ball off, was faking a handoff, but we smothered him under. One of the few losses tonight. That's going to go back to the 18-yard line.
I believe it was a handoff, and Highfield went the wrong way. He went to the right side of Collins. Collins went to hand it to his left, And Tate Collins got eaten up by Nikez Wade, Jeremy Jackson, and you could see Highfield put his hands on his head. He felt bad for running the wrong side, and he'll quickly come out. Duke Arnold will be inserted here on this 2nd and 14.
From the 18 of the Pirates, Collins rolling out to his right. Throwing underneath. That ball's caught at the 9. Be short of the first down. Bring up 3rd down and, well, it looks like 4.
Tyler Austin with a great sliding catch, and Tate Collins, I tell you what, he was rolling to his right on the move, put that ball exactly where he had to, and great job by Tyler Austin coming up with a catch. And for a guy who completed only 2 passes last week, Greg, against Northwest Rankin, Tate Collins, I'm going to argue, not only does it on the ground, but the right arm doesn't look bad either.
So a Pearl Pool, 3rd down. Long 4, short 5, whatever you like. He's going to roll to his left. He's going to keep it. He's going to cut it inside, and he's going to cut it in for a touchdown. Wow.
Only 2 guys in the backfield, but when you got Duke Arnold with the power that he's got, not a huge dude, but he gets out there and lays a block on the outside, and Tate Collins doesn't need much. And from 9 yards out, he walks in to make it 34-7 Jaguars.
So on for the extra point. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. And that too is good. So a minute 53 still left to play here in the 3rd. It is now the Jaguars 35, the Pirates 7. Back in a minute here on PNB Sports.
I'm State Representative Gene Newman with a message to young people and their parents. There are many pathways to success. For some, it's a regular college degree. But so often I see students and their families get in financial trouble by taking out huge student loans for college degrees that they will never be able to pay back. The degree programs they are pushed into are governed by rules designed to benefit the colleges and the loan programs, not the students. College doesn't guarantee a good high-paying job. If a student hasn't decided what career they want to pursue, please look at the community colleges with so many different programs and degrees. Don't start out in life with a huge college debt hanging over you. I want to see every pirate find their way to a successful career, because every day is a great day to be a pirate.
Brought to you by PNB Sports.
When you're ready to make a move in pirate country, contact Penny Pitts with Havard Real Estate Group in Pearl. Penny is a multi-million-dollar producer and loves to help her clients find the home of their dreams. If you are a first-time home buyer or ready to upsize or downsize, she is the agent for you. Penny is a Pearl High School graduate and an avid supporter of pirate athletics. Make your move with the home team. That's Penny Pitts, Havard Real Estate Group.
I'm trying to keep them up, but it's just not working right now.
Well, let's see if we can get something productive to keep the defense off the field for a little bit, give them a breather. That was a bad snap, but here comes Jamari. Gets the handoff and, man, lowers the boom out to the 30-yard line.
Jamari still trying to be a leader, running hard.
He's limping a little bit, too.
Yeah, we noticed that on the last drive, right, Roy, where he came up just a little bit tender.
Yeah, he kind of shook it off, had a couple more runs, but he's real ginger on it right now.
Now, they will give him the full 10 yards for the first down, and now here comes Shoto around this side, and man, he is just thrown down by Perriman. That's Joseph Perriman, one of the twin seniors, and that was rude.
You know, we hadn't called those names a lot tonight. I'm sorry about that, Roy. What you got?
I was just going to say that the good news is Jamar just waved the trainer off.
And we want to see him get back in the backfield. But Shoto will remain back there.
Braxton Barney that time able to get in, the 6'4", 200-pound sophomore, and looks like we've got an injured Pirate, number 72, Colby Spence, the senior offensive lineman, down on the field, and between him and Leo, that's the only real experience if you've got on the offensive line, and you can't afford to lose either one of those guys. Doesn't look like Colby going to be able to get back up on his feet pretty quickly, and hopefully he can walk this one off as Justin Hunter, one of the first guys out there to see him.
And it's always a good sign when they can trot off. Yeah, he just wants a little water, needed a little rest. We've got a Pearl Pool 3rd down and 4 from our own 38. Shoto comes out. Jamari comes back in, as does Austin Arant. Look for Jamari to run this one to the left side. And now he makes a nice cutback. He's going to pick up the first down.
Go, baby.
Still driving to the 49, and that was all Jamari Thompson as he cut it back in.
Gets a pat on the backside from Justin Hunter, proud of his junior out there who's still running hard, maybe a little bit gimpy, and looks like one of the Jaguars is going to be a little slow to get up. That's number 49, Britt Robertson. He's up now and running off to the side. But Jamari running hard, still down 28 points, but you got to like a guy who's fighting. And if Justin Hunter has said anything, Greg, over the last couple of weeks, is that he's looking for effort. Doesn't matter what the score is, want to see effort, and Jamari's giving it.
That play was designed to go left behind Arant. There goes Jamari again, this time straight up the middle. They grab a hold of him, and he's hornswoggled down there by J.T. Evans.
Good gracious, that's grabbing a moving train, isn't it?
I think he grabbed him by the undershirt.
I don't know how he held on to that, but able to slow down Jamari and limit him to only 2 yards.
Now we'll have a 2nd down and 8. We're in Jaguar territory. Haven't said that a whole lot. At the 49-yard line. Jamari, say, just go to the well too many times, I guess. Roy, is that getting too predictable, you think?
I think it is, but, that's the only thing we've had working. And, after a few plays, they're going to just load up the box and stop it. Of course, now we'll have to try something, maybe a little play action, but it's all going to depend on if we can catch the ball.
Well, and we will have an extra bit to think about it, as that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Your score, Madison Central 35, Pirates 7. 4th quarter coming up.
Hello, I'm State Representative Gene Newman, here to share a message to our young people and parents. There are many pathways to success. For some, it's 4-year college, which is great if you have a chosen profession. But there are so many other opportunities to grow and succeed here in Mississippi. Our community colleges, VOTEC, trade schools, apprenticeship programs, and on-the-job training are all top-notch. Believe it or not, there are more than 7 million good jobs available across the country, and most don't require a 4-year degree. I encourage parents to support their kids that have a love for skilled trades like construction, air conditioning repair, auto technicians, electricians, and so many others. We need a diverse workforce that can thrive even in tough times like pandemics. And remember, no matter what, every day is a great day to be a Pirate.
We are ready to start the 4th quarter. Pirates facing a 3rd down and 9 right on the midfield stripe. Trailing this one 35-7. Like for us to pick it up here, but you got to figure we're in 4-down territory. Shoto in the backfield will now split out. Foster looking. He's going to throw a little screen to Shoto, who is upended at the 48. That's the 2nd time poor Shoto's been hit hard in his house.
And that one was Joseph Perryman who read that one all the way and was running with Shoto across the field. And, man, he delivered a whack. And we are going to go for it here on 4th and what looks like at about 6 at the Jaguar 48.
Shoto will stay in the backfield. He's going to split out wide again. Shade looking. They blitz. Throws, and the receiver fell down here on the near side was Jay Bird.
Sure did.
So that will change possession. And the Pirates come up empty as we start the 4th quarter. That was kind of the tale of our night. just can't get out of our own way. And Jaybird slipped down.
Take a look at some stats real quick through 3 quarters. A little bit difficult to digest. Madison Central 13 first downs, Pirates only 6. Madison Central on the ground 197 yards. The Pirates only 97. Passing wise, Madison Central 88 yards. The Pirates only 19. Total yards of offense, Madison Central 281. The Pirates just over the century mark at 104.
And that Jaguar offense back out on the field now. Handoff going up the middle. That's a nice stick.
Yeah, great job by Malachi Porter closing up that middle there, and he continues to play hard tonight. Malachi Porter leads the Pirates now with 8 tackles on defense.
It's a fresh running back now. That was Robert Dumas, a junior. So Coach Hart mixing in a few new faces. Up 35-7 here in the fourth quarter. You can do that. 2nd down and 8. Somebody looked like they moved early. No flag. Collins will dump it out. That'll get to the 49 of the Pirates.
You know, Greg, the joke all week was that making sure there was no guy named Holiday on the offensive film for Madison Central, but the one thing we didn't know is there's a guy named Tate Collins. He's had a well of a night tonight. Tate Collins, 13 carries, 127 yards from the quarterback position, 127 yards on the ground and 2 touchdowns. And now he is 12 of 20 through the air for 90 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Pearl Pool, 3rd down. And that's going to be thrown down with authority. Jeremy Jackson will bring up 4th down on that loss. He lost back to the Jaguar 47. Well, 4th down and 11, they'll punt and we'll get the ball back. It's hard to say. I mean, Collins is good. But is he that good, or is it partly how poorly we've played?
I think it's the latter.
You know, he's only thrown for 97 yards. We've just made him look really, really good when he runs that ball. That punt's going to bounce outside the 20, takes a Jaguar roll, and will go out at the 15. But, you know, that's what is just so hard to say. Yeah, he's going to have some, you know, gaudy rushing numbers, but man, how many times was he running just nobody in our second level?
Yeah, the majority of the time, once he got outside, or if he was running outside and we over pursuit, he could cut back up the middle, and there was nobody there.
And then you got 20 yards and then maybe a safety who's getting blocked by a wide receiver. So it's tough. I mean, he has played well, don't get me wrong, but for the 2nd week in a row,
there's been a lot of green space.
We just have not in that secondary, and that's something that I know that they will address as we go further. Young team, 2nd game of the year. Handoff here coming left. Jamari will take it to the 20.
Look like did the ball come out? No, but
Jamari's laying down.
Yep. And he got nailed. You see it right here on the River Trust replay. He got popped by number 13. That's DeAndre Pullen on his, look like maybe right hip, or excuse me, left hip perhaps, or leg. Justin Hunter, obviously one of those
the way
that's
he's
quickly out there to find out.
It looked like that was almost helmet to helmet. The way he laid down and the way that they're...
Guys in the truck, I don't know if you can fire that replay back one more time for us, just so we can try to see where Jamari took that pop. And the good news is, yeah, he is getting on his feet. Some of it probably just has to be fatigue. He's been the hardest working guy on that offense, or so it seems, and he looks like he's
just maybe a little hazy.
Maybe a little fatigued and got the breath knocked out of him, but walking over to the sideline under his own power, and that's great news for the Pirates. Again, next week we will travel to Warren Central, so still not in district play. We will not have our first division game until Friday, September the 25th 2 weeks from now, well, we will travel to the Petal Panthers, who are red hot, looking to go 2-0 tonight against Laurel.
Austin Knight in the backfield. Drives his way back over the 20 to the 21. Actually, the Petal game is here.
Is it here? Yes, that's right. It is here.
The only reason I know that was because last year's trip to Petal was so horrendous when Kenyatta blew his knee out.
That's right.
That I don't want to go back there anytime soon.
That's right. Petal is here, but we're at Oak Grove. We always have one Hattiesburg opponent here and travel to the other.
We always get a trip to the Pine Belt no matter what. So Pearl Pool, 3rd down and 3. Shake and bake. Took a late hit as he fell to the ground, did Knight.
Yeah, I believe he kind of tripped over his own feet there. As there was pretty field, but I'm not sure if that Jaguar defender actually got a hand on him.
That was a turf monster came up and got him. So it's 4th down from the 20-yard line. Let's see if we decide to boot it away or if we're going to go for it.
Yeah, it looks like we are going to punt it back this deep. You don't want to give them another chance to stick another touchdown on the board.
At least not quickly. Make them earn it. Late arrival onto the field is Knight, who was just in on offense. Rushes back out for special teams. Good snap that time. Another good punt by Shade, as that's going to bounce, take a pirate roll, and be down at the 39-yard line of the Jags. They didn't have anybody back there that time, so I kind of respect that, being up 35-7.
Yeah, 41 yards will be what Shade will net there on that punt. He's done a great job tonight in the punting game. Offensive side of things has been a little tougher road to hoe.
Well, he's been good at the punting game when he's been able to get the ball.
That's correct. Yeah, we did have a couple of mishaps there. Quick look at some of the other scores from around the state, some updates. Northwest Rankin leads Clinton. Last score we had 21-14. Warren Central still leading Brandon 14-3. Oak Grove's been rolling 31-7 over Hattiesburg, and score we have from Meridian 28-6. South Panola leads Meridian.
Change at quarterback. And that ball's still live somehow, as it was a drop ball, but the back picked it up and plowed forward. As it looks like now Vic Sutton in at quarterback, a sophomore.
Yeah, Robert Dumas, the running back, the guy who dropped it and then picked it up, and we just never got him on the turf. And he's able to pick up 3 yards when it could have been a loss of 3 or 4.
Roy, that's about how our night's gone.
Oh, it is. I'm surprised he didn't break free for about a 50-yard gain.
So the sophomore Sutton takes over in mop-up duty for the Jags. I think his job is to just hand the ball off, and we know they're going to run it, and still trouble getting them down. As that's Dumas. So Sutton and Dumas, and you know that 3rd down, 3rd and 5. We're going to work this play clock all the way down and probably just hand it back off to Dumas again. 6 minutes to play here in what has been a very disappointing home opener for the Pirates. A socially distanced home opener, and we're going to get a timeout. We'll take a Trustmark timeout as they take a break to get some water.
When Pirates need a feast, they sail to Mugshots Grill and Bar. Voted best burger in Mississippi for 13 years in a row, Mugshots proudly serves fresh, never frozen certified Angus beef. X marks the spot at 2 locations on the map, in Pearl and Riverwind Drive in the movie theater parking lot, and in Flowood on the corner of Airport Road and Lakeland Drive. The Pearl Pool is a proud sponsor of Pirate football. Located in the heart of the city, 3500 Dawn Drive, the Pearl Pool offers everyone a safe, convenient place to swim and host parties. Affordable memberships are available, and walk-ups are always welcome. It's also a great place for Pirates to take swimming lessons before they hit the high seas. And when the temperature heats up, make plans to cool off at the Pearl Pool. Today's game brought to you by P&B Sports. When Pirates need a feast, they sail to Mugshots Grill and Bar.
They'll hand it to Dumas. And Dumas will be short of the 1st down as He'll pick up a yard out to the 45. And the punting unit will come on. At least, just try and get something positive here, right?
Yeah, good job by the Pirate defense continuing to fight, and they got a big stop there. Tommy Johnson in there along with Nikes Wade, the junior, playing good job tonight on the defensive line front. We'll force another Madison Central punt. Have not been enough of those tonight.
Shoto and Jay Bird back deep. At least try and finish strong with an offensive show. Big rush on and a kick that is not real good, but it's going to hit at the 30, and that is where it will be downed at the 30. So the Pirates 70 yards away from something positive to end on a high note with a touchdown. I definitely
just unable to ever get any kind of momentum again. If you're just joining us, Madison Central put a touchdown on the board with about 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter, and Jerry Johnson responded with a 91-yard kickoff return, and that's been it.
There's a run by Knight going back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. See, we've inserted Connor McHenry in on the offensive line. And Spence Foy on that right side.
Shade tonight, just 3 of 8. 3 of 8 for. No, I'm sorry. I looked at an earlier stat coming through.
This time Austin Knight's going to get wrapped up for a loss back to the 29.
5 of 11. Not much better. 5 of 11. But interesting tonight. Only put the ball in the air 11 times so far. Last week put the ball in the air 29 times against Ridgeland. Clearly an emphasis on the ground game tonight. But it has been nowhere as successful as even what we saw last week against Ridgeland.
Under 4 minutes to play now as we face this 3rd down and 11. Jay Bird comes across in motion. Jay's going to throw out. He's got Kendrick at the 40, makes a move to the 45, 46, and that'll be a first down. Don't get to say it enough tonight. Renaissance Bank will move the chains.
Great job by Jalen Kendrick hauling that one in. Kendrick, a great looking athlete, just hadn't got the ball very much. In fact, I believe that may be Jalen's first catch of the season. Did not have one last week.
Knight stays in it, running back. This time follows his line that is blocking very well. Good job there by Hayden Jackson, driving his defender down the field, and Austin just got right behind him. Pickup of 5, 2nd down and 5. Back into Jaguar territory at the 49. There's a run inside the 45 to the 44 by Knight.
.235 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Looks like Madison Central's also inserted some second string defenders. Now in for the Pirates, number 88, Brady Boykin at wide receiver, along with 18, Cody Arms.
There goes Knight, right side. And he slipped down again. I think he was just tripped up as he crossed the line of scrimmage. He'll fall forward for a gain of 1 to the 43. Again, just get something positive here in the final 2 minutes. Let's get a score on the board. Try and go to Warren Central feeling good about something. Boy, Knight's just not very big, but he can get low. He's going to make it to the 41. Minute 40 and counting. Need 3rd down and it's like 7. Arms and Boykin on the receivers on the far side. It's been a sloppy game in every aspect. Shade's going to throw. He gets to Boykin. I thought I heard a whistle. Did they think he ran the ball? Somebody had an inadvertent whistle. I think they thought it was a run by Knight.
There was a whistle on this sideline.
I believe that's exactly what happened. The linesman's reporting himself to the referee. Justin Hunter wants to know what's going to happen. There's a play-action fake to Austin Knight who got blown up, and
this official,
the line judge, here on the near side, he blew the whistle thinking that Austin Knight had the ball.
Oh, don't take that away from Boykin. That was a good catch.
It's a good-looking pass. Yeah, I believe they are going to let the play stand. It's 35-7. You got to let something go.
All right.
60 seconds left on the clock.
4th down and 2. 4th and 2. If we can't convert this. They're going to run it. Knight's going to get it, and he's going to have a first down. To the 32-yard line, so 40 seconds left to try and get a score. Going to have to start putting it up in the air, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening there. Got a little extracurricular activity in the middle of the field. That's what I was watching. Javion Alexander was going back and forth with William White, number 15 from Madison Central, and they're going to pull Alexander out and put in number 37, Jonas Barber.
Well, we're going to run it again. And that'll probably do it. They're not interested in trying to throw it, as we're down to 13 seconds. Yep. And that will be the final play of the game as the Pirates go down in defeat in the home opener, 35-7 to the Madison Central Jaguars. I'm watching the players now. They will not go across the field, COVID, so there will not be handshakes. Coaching staff just kind of waving across. Coach Hunter and Coach Hart do embrace. But a rough one, and a lot of hands on hips, a lot of hands on heads, and just trying to scratch their heads and say, what in the world happened here? We'll step aside quickly, I think. Got to see how post-game will go. I guess we'll keep it here, and we'll go straight into the Rogers Dabbs post-game show, as I know that they'll break quickly, and Roy's going to try and get some kind of a little synopsis from Coach Hunter, which, it's going to be hard to find any positives coming out of this one. That's going to be the tough part.
The one positive I can think of is Jamar Thompson again.
Yes.
I mean, the hard running. How many yards did he have?
We're working to finalize stats right now. They're coming in from down in the trailer. I'll try to get those to you here as quickly as possible. Looks like Jamari had 91 yards on 21 carries unofficially. 91 yards.
All right.
At Raising Cane's, we are committed to safely serving you and your family the best tasting and highest quality chicken finger meals. This is very personal to me. I know how important it is to have a trusted, safe, and clean place to feed you and your loved ones. We will always go above and beyond all CDC guidelines, local government requirements, and industry standards. This is our promise to you. Cane's is open, and we're here to serve you our hot, fresh chicken finger meals and drinks through drive-thru. Go to RaisingCanes.com for details or call your local Cane's. Thank you for your continued trust in us. One love.
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Today's game brought to you by P&B Sports.
All right, welcome back into the Rogers Dabbs post-game show. Roy Harper is down on the field with Coach Hunter.
Hey, Coach. Disappointing home opener for us. At halftime, came out of halftime, you talked about they better, play harder. I saw some of that. I don't know if you did, but I did see some of that. I saw especially Jaquavian Shoto, Malachi Porter really trying to pump the guys up. So what was your take?
Yeah, I thought they played a lot harder than the first half. Obviously, the first half was kind of a disappointment from an effort standpoint, and so we tell them all the time, we're never going to coach effort. That's something that is just understood. We're going to give good effort no matter what we're doing, and there was a lot of times we did not give great effort in the first half. I thought in the second half we played a lot better. Just as a whole, effort-wise, just their attitude, man. It's easy for kids and grown-ups for us to get down when things aren't going good, but they had a great attitude at half. We actually had some guys step up and try to lead tonight, which was very encouraging to see. 2 of them in there at halftime, and then we had 2 more right there at the end of the game that told them, hey, we got to be better, and it starts Monday at practice. So I was super proud of that.
I'm sure you were. One positive note, Jamari Thompson again. Hard running. He had, I think they said 21 carries, 91 yards after 180-something last week. Saw him come up limping a little bit. Is he going to be okay?
Yeah, he's fine. Jamari takes some hard licks. He gives some hard licks, but he takes some hard licks as well, and he just took one to the head. But he was fine right there at the end. I think it just probably knocked the breath out of him, scared him a little bit, but he is a hard runner, and he had a couple runs tonight. I think got called back. He was running the ball really hard, and even when we put Jaquavian and Jay Bird in there, they was running the ball hard. You see Austin Knight right there at the end run the ball hard. He's just 100 pounds lighter than Jamar. You know what I'm saying? So it looks a little different, but like I said, I thought our effort was a lot better in the second half. And now we're never going to take moral victories. That's just not what we're going to do. But I was just taking the positive. The effort was a lot better, and I think we're going to do nothing to get better. I know I said that last week, but I fully expect us to be a lot better ball team next week than we were this week.
Well, I'm sure we will. Plans for practice?
Get after them, get better.
Coach, tough loss. I know we'll do better next week.
Yes, sir.
All right,
thank y'all.
you, Coach.
I appreciate y'all.
All right, well, Roy, you were able to see it. You did see some better effort there in the second half as Coach Hunter did.
Right, I did. And I mentioned that you could see that motivation from the guys and taking whatever Coach Hunter said at halftime to heart and really trying to come out and show effort. It wasn't about win or loss. It was about win this play.
And then just try and get a little bit better. And the task will get no easier as we go to another physical team next week in Warren Central.
Right. I want to say Coach Hunter, he told us this is going to be a painful year. I mean, it's going to be some growing pains. He hoped that we didn't have high expectations. The guys are going to be learning a lot. But like you said earlier, he just wants to see effort. He wants to see them play every play without giving up. And I saw some of that in that second half. And I'm sure that they will carry on with that, and it's going to be better next week when we get to Warren Central.
All right, Roy, we will see you at the River City.
All right, y'all have a good night.
All right. Well, it's tough to take. For us, we don't necessarily see, just from layman's view, maybe that they got better from last week to this week. Because from my perspective, I think it looked like we took a step back.
Yeah.
But maybe from a coaching perspective, they're getting things done.
Yeah, I mean, I think the word I keep hearing over and over and over is effort. And, it was 28-7 at halftime. The game ended 35-7. So we only gave up 1 touchdown in the second half as opposed to 4. Now, you could say that maybe they called off the dogs a little bit. But at the same time, offense just still not able to get anything going. And that one is hard to explain when you got the offensive weapons that we've got. But unable to get some momentum up front and open up some holes. But
you had Shea dropping the ball. You're having bad snaps. And, at some point you got to put something on the offensive line. Again, maybe that's just the expectations we have to have, that we're not going to be able to throw the ball very well until the line can pass block. Again, Jamari had almost 100 yards rushing. So, and Austin Knight came in, had a few good runs. Shoto had a few good runs.
Yep.
So, it's going to be tough for Pirate fans, I think, to accept because they're used to the winning. But we all remember what it was like in the rebuilding.
That's right.
Remember when we had to go from 5A to 6A, and we had that really tough year, that first year of 6A. So,
and also remembering that we lost 5 offensive linemen.
Yes.
5. Every single one of them graduated, and they all had years of experience, and we got the privilege of watching them. Folks like Kenyatta Harrell got the blessing of running behind them the last couple of years. All of these guys getting broken in. Leo McIntyre is a senior, but he's never played offensive line. He's been a tight end. Colby Spence, a senior, but he's never really started at offensive line.
Brand new linebackers for the most part. I mean, You lose Sam Brumfield, and Malachi Porter's doing his best to lead the linebacking core, but it's just tough.
Yeah, you lost 18 of 22 starters. 18 of 22. So that's tough no matter what level you're on. Take a look at just some of the big team stats tonight. We're not going to go too in-depth because it was not pretty. First down tonight, Madison Central 13. Pirates had 9. On the ground tonight, Pirates able to get to 115, but we gave up 200 to Madison Central. Through the air, Madison Central 90 yards. Pirates only 47 yards through the air tonight. And so total yardage 286 for Madison Central, which doesn't sound crazy, but 286, we were only able to get 150. But do want to give a nod tonight to where credit is due. Tate Collins, he played a game. We didn't tackle him tonight, but he played a game. 13 carries, 127 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the ground for the Madison Central quarterback, and through the air, 12 of 20 for 90 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 picks. Madison Central did not turn the ball over tonight, and they ultimately net a 35-7 victory on the road. They moved to 2-0. The Pirates fall to 0-2.
Well, and next up, Warren Central. Well,
yeah, Warren Central.
Everybody.
Last report we had, they were beating the Bulldogs of Brandon 14-3. Speaking of a rebuilding project, Tyler Peterson's got one on his hands as well.
That's the only saving grace, is that Brandon may be is just bad. So that that at least they're not showing out across the way.
Yeah, it could be an interesting Rankin County Super Bowl this year with both teams being very young and a lot of rebuilding taking place.
Challenging is what it will.
Challenging,
Challenges is all it is. All right, well, that's going to do it for us. I'd like to remind you that this Tuesday night we will be at Mugshots for the Justin Hunter Coaches Show. Come on by and get a hamburger.
That's right.
6 p.m., hang out, talk some football, have a great dinner with us. Again, that's at Mugshots on Tuesday night. That's located just on Riverwind Drive in front of the movie theater. We'll be back on the air next week from the River City, Warren Central, as we go to play the Vikings. So for the professor, Roy Harper, Bryant May, I'm Greg Flynn. Remember, folks, no matter what, win or lose, every day is a great day to be a Pirate.